Hey, I'm Kaz. For the last 200 days, I've been on a daily LEGO Fortnite grind, capturing and sharing every single moment off with you guys. From humble beginnings all the way to 18 fully upgraded villages I built across each and every biome in the game, you can say that I've seen it all. Now, because I've seen it all, I've decided that today is time for a new adventure. Only this time, we're starting on a brand new mode to the game, Expert Mode. The rules are simple. One life, and once you die, there aren't any second chances. All right, here we go. We really do only get one attempt at this because I'm going to be posting this series daily, and if I die, you'll know. So let's just try not to die, shall we? There's a lot of pressure riding on this, but as we go into this world, wow, okay. So there's a drylands biome right in front of us, and then right behind us, there is a Frostlands biome. That's a good sign. We're just going to go ahead and travel around and see what we can find, though. And I probably should have talked to my villagers beforehand. This is a new NPC called Triggerfish, and we're going to talk to Wait a sec. What? Okay, so apparently they give you a totem of return off the bat. And if you didn't know, this revives you in your bed without losing your inventory, and it destroys itself when used. A simple way to cheat defeat. That's an absolute blessing. And that right there is a storm wild. Oh my god. Okay, wait. I can't even speak right now. I just got to get away from this thing. That was terrifying. And if you didn't read the patch notes, you might not even be familiar on what that was, but that is a storm wild creature. Basically just the strongest enemies in the entire game. They're faster, they have more health, and they do more damage. So we'll definitely have to be careful of those. Ooh, our first torch. I like that. I wonder if I can throw this here and harvest some materials. Oh, let's go. That's a 200 IQ play right there. But our goal for the day is to find a place that we can call home, because right now I have absolutely nothing and I need to put a campfire down as soon as possible. It's going to be night pretty soon and we got to make sure we're safe. And you know what? We're going to do something risky, because why not? We're going to run up in here and we are going to try to get the chest, because I feel like that's such a high risk, high reward play right now. But where even is the chest? Where am I? Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Yeah, no, we can't do that. We can't do that. Ow. Let's try one more time. Come on. Give me this chest. Oh, wait. Did I actually get it? I think I did. Oh my god, I actually got it. Give me the sword. Give me the sword. Okay, let's get out. Oh my, I have one heart. I have one heart. There's no way I just did that. Holy, okay, let's get out of here. Oh my, just like that. Look at my inventory. Guys, drop a like, subscribe. That was crazy. Okay. It's getting dark and I still don't know where home is, so this is actually getting a little bad. But now I gotta try to parkour up this thing, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to... What just happened? Okay, I don't know what happened, but we got more copper flex wood and a lot more. And it is nighttime. I see a house right there. Assuming that there's no enemies in it, I'm gonna actually just take this over for the night. I feel like it's probably our best option. And yeah, this is one of the houses with no enemies in it. So let's just put down a campfire for the time being. It looks like we can also put down a crafting bench inside of here. Just went ahead and popped down some benches as well. And can we get a village square down? Why can't we get a village square down? What's going on? Oh, we need to build one of these, I think. For the time being, we'll just put it right outside of our house. And bang, we got our simple shack. I still cannot believe the heist we just pulled off on day one. But let's see. Okay, so we can actually put down a village square now. I just need some granite. And there we go. Village number 1 is down. We named it Green Fields. Our icon is also green. That seems like it only makes sense. In my video yesterday, I said I was going to take every single villager I possibly could right off the bat, and that's what I'm going to do. We laid down 2 beds, one for me and one for our friend Bob, aka our first villager friend in our makeshift village. And you know what? Now that it's daytime, I'm looking around and there is a desert right in front of me here, and there's a Frostlands biome not too far this direction. So I think I picked the right spot. This is a ginormous spot of flatland as well, so I'm actually pretty happy with this. But we can't waste the daytime. It's very important that we get all of our stuff done while there's no mobs out. So let's go on a little adventure. Man, I forgot how much of a grind it is at the beginning of these worlds, but we got an airdrop, which I usually don't get, but today is the exception because we are in a new world, obviously. We're going to take every single free handout that we can get throughout our journey here. Oh, and I can get a blast core from this. Do I have that dog in me, or am I going to die? Oh, no. What the? Yo, what? Oh yeah, that's so easy. I got my first blast core. All things considered, we are off to a great start. Let's keep getting some stuff. Oh, and I just realized there's a chest up here and it has some granite for me. Speaking of chests, I should probably stay organized in this world. All right, and that should be a good start. We got all of our wood and granite in the first chest, and in the last chest, we have purple items, plus everything in between. There is so much more to do, though, and what we're making sure we're doing the entire time we're grinding is petting these sheep so we can get a lot of wool. One of my goals for this first episode is definitely to have a glider by the end of it, because let's be honest, the glider is probably one of the most useful items in the game, especially when you're starting out, and I need one as soon as possible. Oh, and it is a storm wolf. Okay, here we go. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh yeah, we got Bob, I forgot. Okay, nice. Whoa, look at that. The one stormsick wolf gave us so much stuff. And it looks like we unlocked the recipe for an epic totem of return as well as an uncommon one. So my assumption is you will be able to craft these as much as you want, which is nice. We'll have to get back and check it out later though. For now, we gotta fight a Stormwild roller. Nice. Just like that. We got a shell and some more storm cores. Oh my, and it's a stormsick spider. Wait, these things cannot be that hard to kill. Whoa. I literally just killed them in one shot. Oh my, dude, my villager is going off. We're gonna upgrade our village. Now we have an extra spot for resident, and we have Aura here. So let's get our second villager in this town. Live in my village, yes. And just like that, we have 2 villagers. Let's go ahead and assign them jobs for now. We'll have Aura refining wood for us, because I think that's gonna be important pretty early on. And I want Bob to keep exploring with me because he's been very helpful. I'm not even gonna ask. Oh my, they're all fighting each other. Look at this. Oh, that's so free. That's so free. They all just fought each other and I got so much stuff. And here we go. For our first big milestone of the video, we are gonna go ahead and upgrade our crafting bench. We can now make some uncommon tools, which is a big upgrade. We're also gonna go ahead and put down a spinning wheel. Like I said, we're trying to speed run a glider at the moment, so we're just gonna get all of our silk and wool thread in there. And after quite a bit of grinding, we are almost ready to upgrade our crafting bench. But before we do, we're gonna come into here and get some health charms. And just like that, we've added 4 hearts to our character, which makes me feel a lot better. We've been going hard, and honestly, like I said, I'm almost ready to upgrade this thing. I just need a few more sand claws and some sand shells, so let's go on a hunt. And here they are. Are you? I got 1 hit by that? That is so bad. Okay, well, you know, I didn't think I'd be using my totem of return so early, but here we are. So yeah, luckily this world isn't a complete failure, but that was pretty bad, not gonna lie. Anyway, since we spawned at home, we might as well go ahead over here to our crafting bench and upgrade it once again, which means we got a lot more recipes. And after approximately 2 hours of grinding, we have the last silk fabric we're gonna need to create our first ever glider. So just like that, we can go ahead and equip our glider, and all of a sudden our travel is looking a lot better. Pretty good start if you ask me. That was a big L dying that early, but you know, we're right back where we were. We got another totem of return, and we can go ahead and put our health charm away for now. We're making a grappler as well, so we are kitted up. And with this new kit, we can go on an adventure pretty easily now. The one thing I do have to be careful of is fall damage with this glider, because you know, if I fall and splat, then that's gonna be an RIP. But we made it here to a cave. We have some snowberries, and that's about it. So we're just gonna hop inside. I need an abundance of every single resource inside of this cave, so here we go. Oh, and I could break those chests to get obsidian slabs. I didn't even realize that. No, that's so bad. That's so bad. Oh my gosh, expert mode is actually kind of hard, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we're spawning back in our bed again. I do not have enough storm cores to make another one of those totems, so that's not great. But that was a very easy way to get out of that cave, and we did get a lot of good stuff. This is still very stressful, and it's not great that I just died again. And wait a sec. I have a full grappler. That means that when you die with the totem, it refreshes your grappler. So that's just a very expensive grappler duplication glitch, I guess. Anyway, we need a little bit more amber, so let's get some of that. And would you look at what we have here? It's not just one supply drop, it's two. They both gave me absolutely nothing useful, but still. And I'm not gonna lie, we've been grinding this episode. We have a bunch of different utility stations down. I'm not even sure if I showed all this in the video, but obviously, you know, we have our gem cutter, stone breaker, we got our lumber mill. We have so many workstations down. There's one last task we're gonna complete in today's video, though, to give us the perfect start in expert mode. And I say perfect start very lightly because we actually died twice. But the thing I'm talking about that can give us the perfect start is killing a brute. Yes, we're gonna take on a brute in this video, and no, we're not going to be using the totem of return. This is going to be scary. I have no other option though. I really need this brute scale so I can go ahead and upgrade my crafting bench, so we're going to take it on. I'm feeling confident that we can do it, and I have a strategy in mind. We just need to grab these cut ambers, and we need to put down an essence table. We're also going to go ahead and make ourselves a recurve crossbow, and I'm sure you guys can see where this is going. Now we just need to grab a few of our blast cores and triple damage enchant our crossbow. I usually hate killing chickens in this game, but today I have to. I'm sorry. Is that our brute? Is that a sand brute? Oh, that is a sand brute. Okay, yeah, no, we don't want that one. Ow. Oh my, that got me to half a heart. And we are off on our adventure. We brought our villager with us, and as you can see, we have 106 arrows. That should be plenty for what we're trying to do here. All we have to do is find our brute and hope that we don't die, because like I said, we do not have a respawn anymore. I did not expect to be hunting a brute in the first episode, but here we are. Been traveling for like 10 minutes and I still have not found any brutes, but I'm not giving up hope yet. I'm sure we can find one somewhere. Also, while I'm on my way, I'm making sure to hit all of these blue barrels and the boxes. And I swear I'm not exaggerating. I have been looking for so long and I cannot find a brute anywhere. I haven't given up hope yet. Don't worry. We're going to find this brute and we are going to eliminate him. I hope that this crossbow was good enough to do it, because if I have to actually go try to whack him with a sword, I think I might run away. And I see a brute icon right in front of me. Where is it? And what is it? Is that a... That's another sand brute. That's probably the same one, because I'm all the way back home. I mean, I went so far away and I could not find a brute. So I guess a sand brute will have to do. Here we go. Oh no, oh no. I gotta be careful of that though, because that thing will hit me down to 1 heart. Oh my. Wait, how'd it get so close? Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. Holy. That thing is scary. We can do it right here, I think. One more shot. And there we go. We got our first brute elimination in expert mode. And just like that, we have a sand brute scale. That's not even what I was looking for, because to upgrade my crafting bench all the way, I need a normal brute scale, but we'll take it. I swear that this crossbow is actually the meta for this mode. It's just gonna make your life so much easier, especially with these sand wolves, which are really hard sometimes. As you just saw, if you keep your distance from these guys, you're actually pretty chilling. But guys, I think that is gonna about do it for today's video of expert mode in Lego Fortnite. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, big W because we got a sand brute scale at the end of this episode. It's literally our first day. We've been playing for just over 3 hours and we already have so much. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. It's gonna be longer and we got so much more to do. I've got really big plans for our village build, so make sure you guys stay tuned to the series. But that's gonna about do it for me today. Thank you so much for watching all the way until the end. I'll catch y'all later. Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is episode 2 of our expert mode playthrough here on Lego Fortnite, where if I die, the world deletes itself. Well, sort of. If you didn't see episode 1, I already died twice with the Totem of Return, which actually gave me a 2nd and 3rd life. Without that totem, this series would have already gone bye-bye. And because it is the sole thing saving the series, I need to get another one as soon as possible. The only thing stopping me from making another totem are storm cores. I'm running a little low, so we're gonna set off on a quick expedition to grab those. We're gonna upgrade our village as well. I do need to get more resources for that as well though, so let's get everything we need. Strap in though and make sure you drop drop a like on this episode. It's gonna be a longer one, so I hope you guys are ready. I think our first stop is the cave, and remember, we don't have a totem of return, which means if we die here, the series is over. No pressure or anything. Ooh, 2 storm enemies. Let's go. Thank you. I will be taking those. Oh, that was long overdue. And I don't know if you caught that, but I didn't make a green variant of the Totem of Return. I made the blue one. Reason being is it gives you an extra heart. I know 1 heart doesn't sound like a lot, but I think it's definitely worth the extra cost. And I know I already gave a little bit of an intro, but I did want to say that in this video, I do have a goal. What is that goal, might you ask? The goal is to get this village fully upgraded to level 10 and then defeat a Stormwild Brute in the Grasslands village and claim my first trophy. I'm an impatient person and it's only day 2, but I need to see the trophy for myself. So yeah, we're gonna do that in this video. In order to do that though, there's a ton of little tasks we're gonna have to do before that. And the first of those tasks is the thing that I failed to do last episode when I killed a sand brute instead of a regular brute. Yeah, now I need to find a regular brute. So wish me luck. Now this time around, I'm not that afraid of the brute because like you just saw, I have my Totem of Return now. Okay, believe it or not, I walked through so much of my grasslands biome and I cannot find a brute. But right over this hill, right in front of us here, we do have a sand brute, and I guess that's the next best thing. Oh yeah, and this one has storm sickness, so this should be an interesting fight. Okay, and it looks like if I'm just standing up here and I'm firing off these arrows, there's really nothing that this guy can even do to me. We're peppering him with arrows, so far so good. Oh my goodness, and when you get headshots, the damage is just insane. We gotta keep going. Oh shoot, wait, we can't get hit by those. His slam attack does nothing, but those could actually hurt me pretty bad, so let's make sure we don't die to those. We're wearing him down. He's on his last little bit of hearts, and can we... Oh, it wasn't his last piece of health, but we did hit a trick shot on him. One more time for safe measures. Oh, let's go. Pretty basic trick shot, but a solid way to finish off the Storm Brute and collecting his items. Look at that. 43 Storm Cores from 1 single elimination. I mean, I know it was a Brute, but still, that's insane. So now you know, if you've never seen that before, which I'm assuming a lot of you haven't, if you eliminate a Storm Wild Sand Brute, then you're gonna get 43 Sand Cores. So yeah, that's insane. I'm really bummed about the normal Brute though. I still need one, and in this video, we're gonna get it because I really need to upgrade this crafting bench still. It's literally the one thing holding me back from going to the Frostlands biome. Don't you worry though, we'll do that in this video as well. I have a plan. If you couldn't tell, I'm standing on top of our Rebel Star Wars cave, and there's a reason for that. I haven't been able to find a brute out here, so I need to just test the waters out in the Star Wars island and see if I have any more luck. I know I said I was gonna give up on the brute hunt for now, but I literally can't. I just need it. Let's go. We made it. Like I said, one simple reason that I'm here, and it's to find a brute, although pretty soon I might have to dabble with our Star Wars village. A lightsaber might hit different in expert mode, but yeah, not our primary objective right now, so let's find this brute. There it is. There it is. All we need to do now is lock in, not die, because death would be very bad at this point, but we just need to rack up our shots on this and not get hit by him, because holy, that was close. So far, so good. Ooh. Oh my, that was 2 pretty good shots and I almost just got whacked by him. Okay, just like that, we eliminated the brute. That was so easy. Oh, and long alas, we got our brute scale, and yes, we can do so much more. We got to go straight home. Like I said, that was the only reason that we came to Star Wars Island, so we're gonna bid farewell. But yeah, like I said, maybe I'll be back sometime, and this is gonna feel so good to finally do. It's something that has been looming and I've been needing to do for a while, but ladies and gentlemen, we finally have epic tools. And taking a quick look at the charm tab, you can see that there is an epic Totem of Return. It gives you 2 hearts instead of the blue one that gives you 1 heart. Anything else interesting in here? I think everything else is pretty standard. I still need to collect items like cursed bones so I can get the rest of the recipes for things like the regeneration charm. But the sun is setting over the hills and I am going to take the rest of the night to prepare for our next adventure, which is going to be in the Frostlands. I'll see you there. New biome unlocked. Honestly, this one is pretty cold if you couldn't tell by my shivering character or the text in the middle of my screen. So I got to get in and out of here pretty quickly, but there is one secret weapon that I brought with me inside of my inventory, inventory, and if I pull it out here, you can see exactly what we're talking about. 3 times damage, forest axe. The plan is to get a ton of frost pine, and while we're here, we're also gonna get as many... Oh, I guess I can't farm them with this blue pickaxe. We got cheese. Guys, this is the first piece of cheese that we've gotten in our expert world. And that reminds me of one of the goals of this challenge. And it's to collect 720 pieces of cheese. Basically, 720 pieces is 1 full grand chest of cheese. Anyway, that's besides the point. It's frostpine time. And would you look at what we have here? It is a frost brute. And oh my, okay, wait. I didn't think he was going to see me that quickly, but we're going to use him to help us harvest. Because what he'll do is he'll come up to a tree and he will slam it for us. So I don't even have to use my axe. Let's see how long we can toy with him before anything bad happens. Yeah, we're just going to collect as much as we can. Holy, that was close. Holy, okay. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't be doing this right now. You know, I think I'd be better equipped to play with a brute when I have more hearts. So for the time being, I'm just going to get out of here. Because, yeah, I am playing a dangerous game here. And I'm at half a heart. I'm at half a heart. I'm at half a heart. Get me out of here. Oh, that came so close to me. Holy. Okay, and he has forgot about us. We've safely made it away, and that is good and all. But what do we have here? Is that Oscar? What's your name? Who are you? It is Oscar. I have never seen Oscar as an NPC in any of my Lego Fortnite worlds, so this is a welcome surprise. I mean, just look at him. He's so sick. Let me tell him to come explore with us, and for the time being, we have an adventure buddy in the Frostlands biome, and I'm gonna need him because I'm not built for this. And I've got enough frostpine. I'm basically ready to go home, but I still have some slots in my inventory. So we're gonna full send it into this ice cave, which I am not equipped for at all. But wish me luck, because I don't know if I'm gonna survive this. All right, and I am freezing. Yeah, no, this is not a good idea. I am not gonna stay in here for very long, but I might as well hit some chests while I'm here. We got some flour. If I come over this way, okay, we got some more stuff. I'm honestly just being so greedy by doing this, but it's okay. We're gonna collect as much as we can. And I am just burning through my food supply while I'm doing this, but I'm gonna get out of here in a second. Let's just grab our last little items. We're gonna get out before we get into too much danger. And I definitely jumped out of the wrong cave because look at where I am. Like, I am so far from civilization. Wait. Did I have no hearts? I must have had no hearts, but that's brutal. On the bright side, we spawn in with everything, so that was just a better way of getting home because I was so far away from home out there. And I hope that you guys are ready because we are about to level up, starting with upgrading our village. We're also going to come over here and make an epic pickaxe, and then we're going to come over here to the charms and make an inner fire charm. I also need to make a totem of return, but I'm missing some sand shells, so let's go grab some of those. So there are my 2 shells, but there are some wolves following me, so I got to take care of them as well. We got 1 last shell for safekeeping, and we've now made ourselves our charms. So we have our new totem of return, as well as that inner fire charm and a health charm. We also crafted up our first triple damage pickaxe. And wait a sec, I just realized, wait, Oscar is gone. No, dude, I actually really enjoyed having him as company, but man, I guess all good things come to an end. I know you're out there, Oscar. I'm coming to find you. I will bring you home one day in the series. Hashtag justice for Oscar in the comments. We've made it out here back to the Frostlands biome. I thought I was going to be okay, but I guess I'm going to need to eat my Fortnite burger. And with that burger, I am now ready to go on an adventure because I am immune to the cold now. Like I already mentioned, I got my triple damage pickaxe and I have an axe. We're going to try to gather as many resources as we can. We're also going to keep an eye out for Oscar, but let's be honest, I don't know if I'm going to find him again. And one of the first things that we're really going to be focused in on finding are these grand chests. Not only for the things inside, but also because when you destroy them, you get some iron and frostpine, which is going to be very useful. So we got a few of those chests, but more importantly, there is a cave right under us, and it's time to go on our first real cave exploration. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't even count the first time because that was pretty brutal. I was just running around while I was freezing. But this time around, I have all of the equipment we need, except for a sword. But, you know, we're still going to try to take on some enemies, so let's start with this guy. Man, and he didn't even hit me once, but that was a terrifying fight regardless. I really don't like fighting those guys. They're so strong. But we're gonna have to suck it up and just do it because, you know, there's so many benefits to having cursed bones, along with some of the other things that we're gonna collect in this cave. So let's keep it going. Should I fight him? Yes or no? I think that everyone in the comments would probably say yes, so I'm gonna make you guys happy. But oh boy, am I terrified to do this. Skeletons out of here. Oh my, that hit me so hard. It's pizza time. Come here, buddy. I'm not done with you. Get back over here. Oh, we did it. Okay, 15 storm cores and a cursed bone. That's a W. I almost died in the process, but we won't talk about that. Wow, just another fight being on half a heart. I gotta give props to the Lego Fortnite team because this mode is not for the faint of heart. It is pretty difficult. This is our first malachite that we found. All of these will definitely come into use pretty soon. Oh, and look at that. It's our first hidden cave entrance. I don't even have any room in my inventory, but I'm down to see what's in here. And oh my goodness, this is satisfying. I'll take a little bit of the sapphire and then we'll grab these chests as well. And it's time for us to get out of here. There's just been too many close calls and I have a full inventory, so let's dip. And we have arrived back to our village, which looking at it, it's actually kind of sad. This village has no good builds, but what it does have is a lot of heart. Like I mentioned earlier, we are going to get it to level 10, so I'm cooking up some marble slabs and other things right now. But if we go ahead and empty out some of our inventory, you can see exactly how many good items we just got. And while I'm waiting for marble slabs so I can upgrade my village once again, I'm going to go over to a desert cave. And what I really need are some obsidian slabs, so we're just gonna hunt down some chests. Oh, look at that little hidden room. That was a pretty effective run, if I do say so myself. There we go. Upgrade it to level 7. Level 8 is ready as well somehow, so we're gonna get that upgraded, and it looks like now we're gonna have to actually put down some builds. And you might be thinking I should probably put down some actual buildings, but I'm not doing that. Like I said, this is a temporary village, and the way we're gonna level it up is by doing this. Some people would call this a grillage. Okay, that was a horrible joke. Oh my god. Okay, let's let's upgrade this. All the grills help us get to level 9. And we're actually going to put down even more grills because we are so close to getting level 10. And we've just collected the last ingredient that we're going to need to upgrade our village up to level 10. If you take a look at what's in front of me here, you'll see that I've got 3 charms that I've been using on a daily basis. Inner Fire Charm, Health Charm, and the Totem of Return. Only problem is, as you can see, they are not the best rarity items, nor do they give me the most hearts that I could possibly have. And for that reason, I have been struggling in this series a little bit so far. And we are over that. That just can't happen anymore. So today we're focusing on going over to our crafting bench so that we can make some of the best charms in the entire game. Not only that though, we're also going to go ahead and upgrade our tools and equipment, starting with this recurve crossbow. But it's not just going to end there. That's just one of the first things we needed to make in today's video. But yeah, we are going to give our equipment and inventory an entire makeover because at the moment we are a little bit down bad. If that sounds exciting to you, make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new for daily Lego Fortnite expert mode content. Guys, we're ramping up the series. In tomorrow's video, I'm gonna start on our village build, but before we do our village build, I need to get myself right because yeah, I'm still, like I said, pretty down bad. Thanks for clicking on the video though. Let's get into it. But before we head off to the Frostlands biome, which is the first place we're stopping today, I do have to go over to our essence table, and what we've got here is a triple damage crossbow. Reason being is because if we go over here to our crafting bench and we look at the charms we want to get, the game plan today is to go after the regeneration charm and the Totem of Return, both in epic rarity. In order to get the regeneration charm, as you can see, we're gonna need a frost brute scale, and also once you get a frost brute scale, it'll give you the recipe, which is not even here yet, for an epic inner fire charm. In other words, the purple version of this charm right here. So I'm gonna need that as well. But like I said, in order to even find that in the first place, I need to go hunt down some brutes in the Frostlands biome. Wish me luck. It shouldn't be too hard with this crossbow, but still, we are in expert mode, and actually, 2 mistakes can ruin everything. All right, and we have arrived at the Frostlands biome, and one thing I forgot to mention is I did bring a triple enchanted longsword, triple damage, of course. Reason being, I don't want to waste all of my arrows on things like wolves and rollers, but I still do want some from the Frostlands biome. So let's test this for the first time on a Storm Wild roller. Okay, that was easy enough. There's also a wolf right here, so let's try it on him as well. Wow, that is so easy. And I know what some of you are probably already typing in the comments, and it is, go get a lightsaber, Kaz. What are you doing? And to those people, I have to say that I honestly just kind of prefer the sword more. I don't know if it's because I feel like it swings faster or just because I can actually enchant it. At some point, I will get lightsabers, but I don't know if I'll actually use them. But now that we're deeper into this biome, I'm going to continue to just look around for some frost brutes. I'm also going to take as many chests as I can since it's free iron and frost pine. And we're definitely not passing up on any of the ores either. So in summary, this biome is going to have everything we need to become invincible in Lego Fortnite. Let's go ahead and collect some of those items. Wait, I see a brute already. Oh my, okay. I didn't expect to find one so fast, but here we are. We need as many frost brute scales as we can, and this is our first time fighting a frost brute in expert mode, so let's see how this goes. We got to make sure we're using our grapple a lot to kind of avoid him. Uh-oh. Holy, how did I not get hit by that? Oh, this is going so well. Oh my, that was sick. Yo, replay that. That was insane. Uh-oh. Oh my, I'm at half a heart. I'm at half a heart. Bro, these brutes are actually terrifying. I really don't like being at half a heart. Okay, we're almost done. And just like that, we got our first frost brute scale. You know, we only went to half a heart once, so I wouldn't say it was that bad. I don't know why it says you right there, but either way, this is our first brute scale that we have, and it's gonna allow us to start making better charms. I do want more than one frost brute scale though, so I'm gonna continue on my journey. And like I said, I also need to get ores and some other resources. If I'm being honest, I just didn't expect to see a brute nearly as quickly as we did, but there's a cave right here, so let's test out this sword. And wait a minute. I went into this cave thinking there would be enemies, but it looks like it's just a bunch of chests. And pro tip, if you ever find one of these caves with a bunch of chests sitting around and no real enemies, there's usually a hidden part of the cave as well. In my experience, it's always in the same spot. It's just in the back right side. So if you pop it open, you'll get even more chests, which is always fun. And that is one way to basically fill up your entire inventory. But it's nighttime now, and we need to find more brutes. So let's continue on our journey. Huh, I thought that wolf would be a lot harder. 2 shots from the crossbow to get rid of a wolf? That's crazy. Wow, we're really turning it up a notch. Oh, and a secret entrance to the cave? What could be in here? Just 2 chests and some sapphire. Okay. See you, buddy. Oh my, this is getting too easy. What are you doing down here? What in the world? Where are you? Is this your house? I'm sorry, I'm just not really used to finding villagers in the deep depths of a Frostlands cave. Anyway, let's get you to come explore with me. Thank you. As if I already wasn't overpowered enough, now I got a friend. Her name is Beck Pira. I think she's from the Star Wars update, but honestly, I couldn't tell you for certain. And I see another brute icon. There it is. I really only need 2 frost brute scales for now, so let's go ahead and get brute scale number 2. Here goes nothing. You know, I gotta say, I am getting pretty dang good at this. Brute scale number 2 has been acquired. I am pretty far away from home at the moment, so I gotta move a bit. I'm gonna be on the lookout for brutes because I would fight another one if I found one, but I'll see you guys when we're back home. Oh, and look at this. Our first Durburger head that we found in this world. I'm not even sure what these are supposed to be used for. I don't think there's any use, but it's always nice to find them. And let's see what this chest has. Absolutely nothing. Okay, yeah, we're gonna head home. It's dark. And I also just realized I am on the brink of dying. So yeah, let's heal up and let's get home. And we have made it back. I'll show you my inventory quickly quickly so you can see all of the goodies that we got, but everything's purple. Also, 2 frost brute scales, which is going to be absolutely perfect for what we needed to do, because like I mentioned earlier, we're going to come right over here to the crafting bench, and as you can see, we now have the recipe for inner fire charms, we have regeneration charms, and the totem of return. So I think we're just going to actually try to craft all 3 of them right now. The only thing that I kind of forgot to get was heavy wool, and I don't know if I have any. Please tell me I have some heavy wool. Oh my goodness, I have the perfect amount. I have 15 pieces. All right, we got everything we need from the Frostlands to craft all of our totems. The last thing I'm gonna need are some blast cores. And I know we're somewhat deep into the video, but I'm gonna need some comment suggestions down below on how you guys find your blast cores in your world, because for me personally, I found that my best way to do it is just fly around on the geysers and use the pickaxe glider method, because when you do it this way, you definitely spot the blast cores, and we just found one here. So there is 1 out of 10. But yeah, like I said, we need 10. So I'm not sure if it's better to go into caves or just look around the surface of the desert. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys personally do. I'd love to hear. All right, and we got our 10 blast cores. And with the blast cores, along with everything else we worked so hard to collect, it is time to level up. We're gonna come over here to the crafting bench, and here is the fun part, because as you can see, we have the recipes unlocked for both of those. I forgot that we need a few more storm cores, so somewhere in here, I should have a bunch. There we are. And what I can go ahead and do is craft a totem of return, followed by a regeneration charm, followed again by an inner fire charm. And for the big moment, you can see that my health right now looks pretty good, because I did eat some food that gave me 4 extra hearts. And without those extra hearts, I have 10 real hearts. And just like that, you can see that we now have 15 hearts. If I eat the same meat pie that I had earlier and I get 4 more hearts as well, you can see the difference. Ladies and gentlemen, we are fully upgraded in our Lego Fortnite expert world. I don't know what other charms I could possibly get. If I come back over here, you'll know that there aren't any gold items in the game. So once they add golden charms, or should I say legendary charms, obviously we'll be able to upgrade a little bit more. But for the time being, we have all of the best charms in the game. The only 2 I'm really missing are the charm of resilience, which grants bonus armor for a few seconds after taking damage, and the reflection charm, which gives damage back to your attacker, but I don't really like those. I feel like the best setup is the setup we have going. So if I drop them all on the floor, you can see them in all of their glory. And yes, this is exactly what I wanted when I started this video. I'm so happy we were able to do that. There is still one more thing we need to do to close out today's video though. Like I mentioned in the intro, if you upgrade your village to level 10 and then you eliminate a Stormwild Brute, you do get the Grasslands trophy, which we need to get in today's episode. Listen, in yesterday's episode, I just explored everywhere looking for a Brute, and it took me so long to find it. We're gonna go off on an adventure to find our Stormwild Brute. Wish me luck. And I did this yesterday as well, but I think our best option to find a Brute is gonna be going over to our Rebel Cave, which is right here, and then going to Star Wars Island. It just feels like a more condensed version of the map, and I feel like my odds of finding a Brute are way better than exploring out here, because I've been running around forever, and yeah, there's no luck. Okay, and we made it to Star Wars Island. Right over this hill is where I found a Brute before, so we're just gonna hop back down here and hope that there's another Brute spawn. So far, I don't hear or see anything, so we're just gonna keep exploring, because honestly, I don't know how to find a Brute. I just kind of walk around and hope. I see an icon. I don't know if this is even a... What is this? What is this? What is this? It is a Grasslands Brute, and it is not Stormsick. Obviously, we're not passing up on the opportunity to get a Brute scale, so we're still gonna get this real quick. And I mean, that was so easy. So we got a Brute scale. Man, that's unfortunate. I looked around for a while. And right back where the entrance to this island is where I ended up finding the Brute. And don't get me wrong, I'm always happy to find a Brute so that we can get our Brute scale, but still, it's not exactly what we were looking for. We are gonna keep it moving a little bit longer because I want to give it one more chance to find a Brute. I'm really hoping we can find a Stormsick one. And there is an icon. Okay, please be Stormsick. This is the last opportunity because I have gone through our entire map and no, it is not. Oh, what is it gonna take to find a Stormwild Brute, man? I don't know. On the bright side, these things are so easy to eliminate. It's actually kind of insane. And if you guys don't know how to eliminate a Brute, just do exactly what I did. Make a triple damage recurve crossbow and you will be good to go. I'm gonna continue traversing around the entirety of the grasslands biome over on this island. But if I'm being honest, I am running out of hope. Okay, so we've now officially gone in an entire circle around the grasslands part of this island. And I was unfortunately not able to find a single Stormwild Brute. Quickly, before we leave, I just want to peek over this hill because this is where I found the first brute. Maybe he spawned again, and yeah, it looks like he didn't. Man, that's rough. As you can tell, behind me is the beginning of our brand new mega base that we're making in Lego Fortnite Expert Mode. This is my most ambitious and largest project ever, and I'm not going to spoil it all in the intro. You guys are going to have to wait and watch this all come together throughout this video, but let's just say that this is going to be an insane build, and you guys are going to be witnessing all of it over the course of the next few months in this server. I hope you guys enjoy, though. This is an insane build that's only just getting started. Leave a like if you're excited. Enjoy. Welcome back. It's a brand new day out here in our solo survival series world where we are playing on expert mode, and today we're starting on our new mega base. You guys probably know this by now, but building is one of my favorite parts of this game, and unfortunately I haven't really built much in this village. That all changes today though, and I'm super excited to use everything I've learned over the past 6 months and make my best village yet. We're gonna be taking you through this entire process. No way. She just gave me a bookshelf. Okay, I could actually use that for the build. But I'm taking you through the entire process of what we're doing here today. So the first thing we have to do is actually look for a spot of land. There's still a lot of this world that I'm gonna need to explore, but I have explored quite a bit so far. I have a basic idea of where I want to put this village down, but I need to make sure that it's the right spot. So we've got our brand new grappler, and we are just gonna go ahead and explore for a bit. And what I'll do is I'll take you guys through my thought process as I explore, because where you choose to live in this game is actually a very big decision. Overall, there's just a lot of things that you have to consider. Obviously, things like your village's proximity to caves, resources, and other biomes. And this spot is really cool because I like the water. I think that building something in the middle of a body of water is a great idea. As we all know, this is expert mode, and yeah, just living in the middle of a body of water seems like a very safe spot because obviously brutes can't attack you, skeletons won't even really be able to get to you, and there's not a whole lot of ways you could really mess up inside of your village. I have a big problem of going AFK in my world, and if I go AFK in a grasslands village or somewhere on land, then, you know, anything can happen. So this is definitely location number 1 that I'm gonna consider, but we gotta find more options. The downsides of a location like this are that it's pretty low. I mean, everything surrounding it is higher than it, and I kind of like a view, so maybe this isn't the spot. Another issue is that it's also still a little bit far from the Frostlands, although you can still see the Frostlands, and it's not a horrible deal. Just something that I needed to consider, and actually, you know what? We never pass up on a good brute scale, so let's do this. That was easy. Another brute scale for our inventory. Anyway, let's continue exploring. I'll catch up with you guys when I find somewhere that looks interesting to me. Here's us pulling up on spot number 2. And as you can see, this is the top of a hill, so kind of the opposite of the other one. We get views all around this place. Obviously, it's also very close to the Frostlands biome, which is always nice. There's quite a bit of flatland right here. And then if you go over this hill, there's also more flatland. If I just fly down a little bit, you'll see that this spot right here is another spot where you can definitely build a follow-up building or village. And then not only that, over here we have this really cool rock formation. I'm not sure exactly what you would call something like this, but I do have an idea on some very cool building techniques I could use to incorporate this into an actual build. A few more good things about this spot is that there's a cave right there. Not only that though, if I open my map, the Star Wars cave is also very close. And coming over to the other side of the hill, you can see that there's a completely abandoned, rundown village out there. That just means there's a lot of flat land over there as well to build something in the future. Oh yeah, and one more cool thing to add. Right behind me, there's a Durburger head. Honestly, that doesn't mean much, but it is pretty cool and I like the view. So this is definitely a potential spot that we can build our village. Right over this way though, there is a big body of water once again, and I need to check this one out next. And wow, this is a ginormous lake. This is crazy. And I mean, this spot could be cool to build a village because not only is there a ginormous lake, there's obviously this island that I'm standing on as well. Oh man, I actually really like this spot. It's not that far from the Frostlands or that hill. I'm just curious as to what is down this river because this will be an interesting... Oh my, it's a drylands biome. I don't know why it's so foggy outside right now, but this is insane. Ooh, is that that's a storm sick grasslands brute. I've been needing one of these for so long. Hang on. I think it's time to take on this fight and finally get our grasslands trophy. Oh, yo, wait. Oh my goodness, that was scary. Oh, I'm so glad I upgraded my charms last video. Anyway, we went ahead and we eliminated a storm brute, which means that we now can go claim our trophy, but that means we have to go back home, so I'll do that in a little bit. For the time being though, I have a decision to make, and I really like this spot. I think all of the natural landscapes around this place, I mean, we have a river, we have these really cool rock formations once again, we have a shore biome, and then obviously we have our entire lake. I think this is definitely the most fun spot overall, and there's so many unique aspects to it. You You even have pretty easy access to this first island that's next to everything. And I think for all of the reasons we just listed, this is going to be the spot where we build our first real village in this world. I forgot to even mention this part, but we're also just going to have so many fishing spots, which is pretty good, although fishing is kind of useless. Let's get into this because I'm excited to start building. So what I'm going to do, since this is the only kind of chest I can put down, is leave a couple of these on the floor. The reason why I put so many is because, you know, these only hold 8 items. And I need to transfer all of my things over from my main village, which is kind of far. I mean, it's not that far, but you can see the distance. It's not close. I gotta go get all my stuff from there, and I gotta bring it over here. And I also need a lot of granite. So before I transfer things, we gotta go on a little resource run. And I believe that the main resource we're gonna be using for this build is granite. So I'm just gonna hit a bunch of rocks. Oh my. Wait, my pickaxe just broke. Since we didn't fill our inventory fully with granite, we can go back over here to our main village and grab some more stuff. I'm gonna transfer all of this over time, but for the time being, I have a little bit of goodies. Oh yeah, and I should probably make another pickaxe. And here we are. We made it with our pickaxe in our hand and also a few goodies. And with all of that put away, except for the granite, it is time to start on our build. Like I said, I have a basic idea of what I want to do, but it's very rough. So I just hopped into the water and we're just gonna start building and see where it takes us. This is my first build that I've done in a very long time. If you guys are excited for it, drop a like. Oh yeah, and also code Kaz in the item shop. Let's go. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is our base. Well, it's just the start of it, but as you can see, it is pretty big so far. And of course, like I mentioned, it's fully safe because it's over the water. I've already been AFK here and, you know, no mob showed up, which is a great sign. I still left a little bit of it unfinished so I could show you guys what I was doing in the time lapse. And basically all it was putting together a bunch of these pieces right here. It's from the Lockie's Lighthouse bundle, and what it does is it has a nice little curved edge right here. The only problem is there's gaps. So if I just take these floor pieces and I try to fit it in, you can see that there is a 1 stud gap right here. It's not the biggest deal in the world since, you know, the floor is a little rough and there's definitely some gaps in it. In my opinion, that's not the end of the world though, since a lot of this floor does look pretty rough and there are a lot of spots around it. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you guys what we've been up to off camera, and it is just fitting in all of these pieces. And just like that, we got a few more gaps filled in. I mean, these are hardly even noticeable. It's just a tiny little square, and I'm not going to worry about it too much. And I think with those gaps filled in, if we go around this entire thing, it should be completely good. One design choice that I don't know if I love is that I built a higher up section on both edges this way and then flat over on the other sides. Basically, what I mean is there's a staircase over there, but there's not one here. Not sure how I like it and not sure exactly what I'm going to do moving forward, but for the time being, we're going to keep it as is. You might be wondering where the actual base is going to be, and that is a good question and one that I'm still trying to figure out just a little bit. One thing I do know for certain is I want this to be a multi-level design. So if I come down here, you can see that I've already started filling in a bit of the floor. A few weeks ago, you might have seen me do a world tour with my friend Jins. He's an amazing builder and he did something really cool on the water. I'll pop up a video on screen so you can see it. But basically, he built an entire village along the water, and he had some pretty creative ways of leaving gaps so that you could see the water, although most of the water was still covered. You'll see it on screen. It's hard to explain, but I want to do something similar here. And now that's got me thinking, I wonder if I could build staircases down this way. This might be a really creative way to kind of implement both sides. And hold on, this might be sick actually. Okay, so we have a ginormous staircase here that leads us down to this tier. Ooh, okay. I actually kind of like this. What I'm thinking is I can go over to this side and maybe even block off the entry with a sidewalk like this kind of. I mean, I didn't even put that in the right spot, but you know what I mean. If I built a wall out of sidewalks like this, you wouldn't be able to enter on these sides. Again, the gapping is horrible, so we're going to tear this down for now. But I think you guys get the point. I can block off this side and the other side. And then over here, I can build a bridge that goes out to the land, and I can do the same thing on the other side. I think that's a good idea. And like I said, I don't have any plans on what I'm actually doing. I'm kind of just freestyling the entire build. And one of the things that comes with not having any plans is the fact that when you put stuff down, sometimes you don't like it. Kind of like the ground that I'm standing on right now. Okay, so I just broke the floor right here and it's sunk underwater and it's not coming up. What do I do? I'm trying to pickaxe swing it from above, and yeah, I just don't know what I'm supposed to do in this situation. Somebody help me. If anybody has any suggestion, let me know. I'm probably gonna need to get some remote explosives. Anyway, we're gonna try not to let that stop us from continuing this build, because as you just saw, I broke the floor for a reason, and that's so I could start putting in sidewalks instead, because I think these look a lot better and match the aesthetic. It also is a color change from the top section, which is a darker gray, which I kind of like. Oh, and look at that. I actually fixed our floor too. I think I can get it now. For the moment of truth. Will it come all the way up? Ah, okay. There we go. Anyway, before I got distracted, I was coming over here to do the same staircase design on the opposite side. Okay, and we just started laying out our first bridge, and obviously it's nowhere close to being done. Only problem is I only have 3 pieces of granite, and there's one more little bridge feature I want to add before the end of this video. I do need a little bit more granite though, and one thing I want to note is that I'm not going to be breaking any of the landscape around my build. In my first survival world, I farmed basically every single resource around where I built my villages, and it looked very empty around the exterior. So yeah, with this build, I want to keep all of the natural landscape as much as possible, so not cutting down any trees or any rocks or anything like that. Instead, we're just gonna get our granite from this cave right here. And we've made it back with a lot more granite than we had before. What the heck? Oh yeah, I forgot that wolves can swim. Yeah, that's interesting. I kind of forgot about that. Anyway, what we're gonna do here is go ahead and try a interesting building technique that I've tried once before. If you guys watched my video recently on the golf course, I did the same exact thing that I'm about to do. But essentially, what we're gonna go ahead and do is flip a cube onto its side so we can start building sideways. Okay, so we built a little something so we can push this into a corner just like, oh, okay, that's upside down. We don't want that. Yeah, that one didn't work great. Let's try that again. All right, we're gonna break this. It's gonna drop, and there we go. You gotta stay with me because there's a reason that we're doing this. Let's push it into the corner for safe measures. Let's make sure that it gets right in there so it's aligned with the world grid. I'm not sure if you even have to do that, but I always do. Then we're gonna come over here to the walls, and we are gonna find the same exact wall we used earlier for Lockie's lighthouse. So just like this, we have this one, and you can kind of see where this is going. Okay, and we got the build going. You can kind of see what's gonna happen with this one, but let me cook a little bit more and I'll see you guys when it's daytime. Okay, so it is daytime, and as you can see, we are finishing up our build at the moment. I still gotta mess with the connection here because it is a little rough around the edges, but for the most part, it is actually done. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do yet for this. I think some sort of bars like I just put down would be good, but I need to think about it a little bit more, so I'm gonna leave it blank for now. I threw a nice little window piece in, so that matches as well, and with all of that done, this is our bridge. Like I mentioned, this is still a work in progress, but this village is gonna be insane, and I cannot wait for you guys to see more of this over the coming days. Definitely my most ambitious project yet, and I'm really hoping I don't hit the memory limit, but yeah, we'll take one more stroll down our tunnel, which I'm not sure what I even want to do with this yet. I might actually put storage in here or actually have villagers assigned to jobs in here. It's just a really cool concept for a bridge, and I love the way that it turned out. Let's take a step away and take one last peep at it, and yeah, this is gonna be insane. We just got to build up our actual village back there a little bit higher, but we'll do that in the coming episodes. There is one more thing that I want to do today, and it's gonna start with us depositing everything we currently have into a chest. And the reason we did that is because we need to go back to our main village for the last time in the video. If you guys remember earlier, I did eliminate a grassland storm wild brute, so I want to go claim our first expert trophy. I have no idea how you even do it though, so let me just get back to our base and we'll see you when we're there. And here we are back at our humble abode where I should be able to claim the trophy somewhere here. I'm not sure exactly where, but I did kill that brute. So is it just in my inventory or what's going on? Let's see. Oh wait, there it is. So let's go ahead and put down our grasslands trophy for the first time, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's not too impressive. I still have to do it for the desert biome and the Frostlands, but I'll make sure to do that in a future video so we can collect all of our trophies. But look at this one. It's got some trees on it. It's got a nice sculpture up top. Big fan. Big fan of this one. Off camera though, I only made one change, and it is the gate right in front of us because, you know, this base is supposed to make us invincible. So this is a nice added layer of protection. I probably won't be keeping it because it does not match the vibe, although I'll keep it for the time being. There's a lot of things that we need to get done in today's episode to continue building up our base. As you can see, it is a wasteland. There is nothing here. I have some more great ideas for this build that I'm going to get to today. And if you guys are looking at this and you think something would look really good if I tried to build it, then comment it down below. I'd love to hear your guys' suggestions. But aside from all of that, welcome back to the channel. Subscribe if you're new for daily Lego Fortnite expert mode content, because in this server, if we die, the game is over. I feel like I do have to mention I have a charm that basically revives you once. But other than that, it's very high stakes. So yeah, let's get going. We got to build up this base a little bit more. And the first thing we need to do is transfer some items. I should also probably make a grappler, but I'm basically broke out here. So I got to go get some stuff. I'll be right back. And we have arrived back to our level 10 grillage. Like I just mentioned, first thing I need is a grappler. And there we are. We made 2 just to be safe. Another thing I said I need to do is transfer all of my utility stations. All right, and now that this place is completely empty, it looks a little sad, so I think it's just time to leave forever. All of my villagers that are here are gonna stay here because I'm not gonna tear down the village hub. And what I'm actually gonna do is leave all of the grills here as well as that oven, so all of the villagers here are assigned to cook me food. So if I'm ever out on an adventure and I need some food, these guys got me covered. It's goodbye for now, but I do still have some items here like cursed bones that I'm leaving behind, so I'll be back, just maybe not on camera because there's nothing more to see here. The green village was very good while it lasted, but all good things come to an end, and today it is time to say goodbye. Anyway, we got our grapplers as well, which is very nice because finally we can travel a little bit faster again. So let's get home. And we have arrived back to home base, and I cannot get over the entrance to this thing. It's just so nice. Anyway, we're getting inside here because what we need to do next is put down all of the stations that we just stole from our original village. For the time being, I'm gonna leave them in this spot that I'm standing in right now. And that works for now. The next thing we're missing is a village square itself, because up to this point, I don't even have a village down, nor do I know if I can even put one here. And luckily we can. Okay. That would have been pretty bad if for some reason we couldn't put a village down, but we can put our village square down because I can always move it later. So I think for the time being, I don't really want to put it here. I feel like this middle area just needs to be open for people to walk around. So just give me a second. And we built ourselves a little something. I don't know if I love it, and I'm probably not going to keep this for more than like a week. But like I said, I need to put my village down, and I didn't want to put it on the floor. So let's go ahead and put a village square down in the center of this. Since there's a lot of red going on, we're going to label it red, and we're going to put B for boat. I know it's not actually a boat, but like it's in the water, so I don't know. It just makes sense to me. And for our name, I'm going to press random 3 times, and whatever it lands on is what we're going to take. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, what? Woodland Lake? I mean, this really isn't a woodland lake. I mean, I guess it is in the woods. You know what? I like that name. Woodland Lake, our grasslands level 1 village. I should be able to upgrade this thing quite a bit, so I guess I can get started on that. I'm also interested to see when villagers start showing up, but I'm happy to have our village square down. And you know what? I'm kind of thinking now, did I build... Wait, where's the village line? Oh, whoa. We are like perfectly in line. I don't know if you guys can see the village line on video, but it's right here. So we actually planned that perfectly. I have no idea how that came about, but I mean, we'll take it. That means our villagers should be able to travel all around the exterior of this place. Oh, and look at that. It's Maisie. You know, I did just say all of our villagers would be able to walk around the exterior with the village line, but what I didn't account for is that they're probably just gonna swim in the water a lot unless I block them off. That just means I'm gonna have to put a lot of effort into putting fences down around this place. But for now, maybe I can emote and they'll come over to me. Like, let's see. Is Maisie gonna come over here, or she could just... Yeah, no, never mind. It looks like she just wants to go for a swim. She said she's gonna stay the night at our village, but we'll leave her alone for now. Just had to fix a few little pieces that didn't need to be there. And I should probably add the wall that I just broke back to the building. So there's that. And my village is ready for an upgrade. As you can see, it's sparkling. The only problem is I don't have a way up there unless I want to waste a grapple shot. So we're going to add a staircase for a little bit. I don't know how long this will stay here, but this will help us get up. And honestly, this does look pretty cool. So I like it. And you know what? Maybe I can even punch these out. Once again, this little walkway is very temporary. I don't even have the resources I need to build the correct floor that I want, but this is a nice little staircase to get us up for the meantime. There is our first upgrade of our village. I'm also just gonna start cooking up some stuff we're gonna need to upgrade the village in later tiers. It's time to get this place actually going. But on top of all of the little tasks that I've been doing in today's video, there is one big task that we need to finish, and it is this right here. As you can see, not only is this one not done, but I have plans to build one on the other side as well, and that one has not even been started. That just means we got a lot of work to do. And we're gonna start up top on this one. As we could see, you just fall through the top, which is kind of on purpose, but also I need some sort of division between... Oh, I actually need like some sort of platform is what I'm trying to say, as I'm just struggling to get up here. So we're just gonna add bars that span across this thing. As you can see, we already have one here, and they fit perfectly just like that, and it's basically the closest thing we can get to the bars. There's no other items in the game that really replicate that, to my knowledge, unless... You know what? These aren't bad either. They require plastoids, though. I think I should probably get them. Okay, so I've never fought these guys in expert mode. Here goes nothing. And that was it. Those stormtroopers just got boxed like fish. That's only 9 plastoids, though, and I'm gonna need so many. If I remember correctly, I could just break some of this stuff, and it also should maybe give me some plastoids. Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay, so some stuff does give you plastoids. Okay, and we got some plastoids, 82 to be precise. Should be more than enough for what we need now. And I'll come back here at some point to raid the caves and get some lightsabers, but that day is not today. We're just gonna go ahead and get out of here. And I think I mentioned this in my last video, but if you didn't know, my Star Wars cave is right here and my base is right there. In other words, they are very close to each other, and that was totally on purpose. Star Wars Island just has a ton of caves and resources waiting to be mined. So once I hit all of the caves around my general area, I can hit Star Wars Island and go crazy over there as well. If you guys are trying to decide where to build your base in expert mode, I'd really suggest making sure it's near all of the biomes. So as you can see, I have the desert biome right there and Frostlands straight ahead. Not only that though, I have a shore biome and I also have that cave like I mentioned. Just a little tip for you guys who are starting out in expert mode and don't know where to put your base. I would look for those things. Anyway, we've got plastoids now, so we can come back and finish off our tube. I was gonna say that the entryway just looks great already, but there's a little bit more work to do. Oh my... I can't make this up. Let's jump onto this. Okay, here we go. I love that the colors basically match the railings. So this fence looks great. We're gonna go ahead and just put a bunch of them down though. All right, and we're basically done. We're gonna put our last one right here and right here. And just like that, we now have a top portion. So yeah, I think this tube is essentially done. If you guys have any suggestions on what I could put here, let me know. I could probably put up some defense, maybe some storage. I have no clue yet, but I do like how protected this place is. Went ahead and upgraded our village again. Would you look at what we got here? It is Sunflower. To be honest with you, I don't know if I want Sunflower, but I'll take her in for now. I'll say live at my village, and oh yeah, I need a bed, duh. Just set up enough beds for all of our villager friends as they come in. And of course, I gotta assign a bed to myself, so I have a spawn here. But live in my village, we do have a bed for you, and just like that, we got our first villager. Like I said, definitely not keeping Sunflower forever. I want to find more rare villagers out in the wild, but it's a good starting point, so we'll take her for now. Could you please collect nearby resources? Thank you very much. I have a feeling we're gonna be able to upgrade this thing all the way to level 10 without placing anything else down, because I already have so much building around here. Looks like next we need some marble. Bang. Ooh, look at that. Our village square got a new look, and I also just realized it's facing the opposite way of the main entry, so maybe I should just delete it. I'll try to put it facing the right way. It's always hard for me to do that the first time around, but it looks like we did it second try. So now, whatever this is supposed to be, was that supposed to be like a face of some sort? I have no idea. Whatever it is, it's facing the correct way. And look at that. Sunflower is actually walking on all of the scaffoldings we've built. That was a question that I had, and it seems like she is making her way around pretty well. Anyway, we got a few more levels to get, so let's do that. And I just realized I can upgrade this one more time, but after that, I do need to go collect some resources. Another thing I need to do quickly is upgrade our crafting bench, because I totally forgot to do that. And just like that, we've got an epic crafting bench. Best tools in the game can now be crafted, and I'm still waiting for the day they release legendary tools. Having a gold pickaxe and a gold sword would be so much fun, and yeah, I don't know why it's not in the game yet, but I hope that they do that eventually. It only makes sense. I mean, Fortnite and gold rarity items, I feel like they go hand in hand, so maybe we'll get them soon. Anyway, like I mentioned, it's time to abandon my base again so we can go get those resources to get our village up to level 10, and the first thing we need is rough amber. And then the other thing I need is some obsidian, but I don't have any gear to protect me from the heat, so I'm gonna be burning in there. Let's just get in and out as quick as we can. Okay, so we got all of our obsidian, but there's also a hidden wall behind here, so I need to go in here. It doesn't even matter if I don't get anything good. It's just so satisfying to break those. Okay, and now it is time to go. Oh, wait. We just found a brute scale. That's sick. Oh my goodness. I did not expect to do that. Oh my goodness, it's fish stick. This is just the perfect villager for any village over the water. So of course we are inviting fish stick to our place. You know, like I said, eventually I'm hoping that I can go out there and find frozen peely, frozen fish stick, and all those guys. But I think I'm gonna keep fish stick for a while. I mean, just look at him. He's so epic. Could you please create me some textiles? Those will come in handy later. But I should now be ready to go ahead and upgrade our village. Not once, not twice, but oh my goodness. That was about to be a really cool way to get our village to level 10, but somehow it's not fully leveled up. Okay, I just need to put down a few more things, I guess. And I did this in my first village in this world. You guys saw it earlier, but I spammed a bunch of grills on the floor, and I wouldn't actually suggest doing this, especially if you have your villagers assigned to cook you food. But in my situation, I just needed a few tiny little additions so that we can upgrade this to level 10. So now if I come up here, I should be all good to get level 10 on this village. That's great. That means I can finally remove this. Like I said, I just didn't want to be using a grapple shot every time to get up, but it's kind of ugly, so we're gonna get rid of it for now, and we'll pop our fences right back in. And the next thing I said that I wanted to do in today's video was build another one of these tunnels. A lot of effort went into this first one, but I think I should have it down a little bit now that I've already done it once. So straight ahead on the other side, we are gonna build a tunnel, and it is storming outside. Our villagers have no idea what to do. They're terrified because there's literally not a single roof around this place. These poor villagers, they literally, oh, she just jumped into the water, and he is freaking out as well. I didn't know they did this. That's so funny. Hang on. I gotta give you a wait. Why is he running away? Why is he running? Why is he just running? He's just saying no. And I was gonna try to give him some cover, but it looks like he found his own cover, and he's a little bit happier now. Anyway, that was a big distraction. Let's get into building this tunnel. Oh my goodness. Is that Turk? It is. Oh my goodness. It is our fishing villager. For those of you who don't know, Turk was introduced the same time that fishing was introduced to the game. I'm not sure if he's proficient in fishing, but it would be pretty cool to get a fish collection going, so I might assign him to do that. Although, actually, I don't even know if that's a real job in this game. Hang on. I swear they used to be able to do other things as well, but I guess not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just don't have it unlocked yet. But anyway, before I saw Turk there and got rudely interrupted, I was actually building the beginning of our new bridge. If you guys didn't see last episode, I did the same exact method, but I gave a horrible explanation, and there were people wondering what I was doing in the comment section. So I'm going to explain it one more time a little bit better than I did yesterday. Basically, the reason I'm getting a cube on its side right now is so that way it'll trick the game out into basically thinking that you're building on the world grid when actually you're building sideways. An easy example to see is if I use a staircase. You can see that the staircase is completely in line with the block, but it's sideways. So now if I put that down, it's also sideways, of course. Now, more specifically, the way we built our bridge last episode was we went over here to our walls, and we took the Lockie's Lighthouse curved wall, and as you can see, normally it is a wall, which means it's sitting upright. However, if you take the same build and you snap it to this right here, you can then do something pretty cool, where you can put it as basically a ramp. In our case, we're obviously using it as a tunnel, but you can do a lot of different things with this. You can even make like a half pipe if you're into skateboarding. So we've got our bridge started using the method that I just talked about a second ago. And as you can see from here, all you've got to do is snap onto one side and you can nudge it to the other. I know I explained this last video, but I'm sure there's going to be new people watching, and also some people were confused, like I said. The next change we're making is we're immediately swapping out the sidewalk that I use just as a temporary placeholder. And in place of it, we're throwing down brick wall number 5, which is obviously a wall. But I'm a huge fan of the brick pathway. I think it adds a lot to this place. Plus, there's bricks that actually protrude out of the wall, which makes it even more cool on the floor. Oh my goodness. And I was wondering for so long why I couldn't place any walls right here, and it's because there's a fishing spot. You can't build wherever there's a fishing spot. I totally forgot about that. I was freaking out for a second. I thought my build was done and it was glitched, but no, we are good. Let's go ahead and build this thing all the way out, and I'll see you guys when it looks a little bit better. Wow, and look at that. It is pretty flawless. There's a tiny little gap here, but that was all guesswork. I had no idea the alignment would be that good, but anyway, looks like Sunflower wants to give us something, so let's say hi to her. And wow, she gave me 2 build recipes. Wait, I swear I already have those. Wait, what? There's no way I didn't have this before. That's so weird. I don't know. Either way, not super important. Let's continue building this tunnel. And was that the last thing? Oh, yeah. Wait. I forgot about these 2 walls. I was about to say we're done with the tunnel because as you can see, it's basically done except for these 2 walls, which like I said earlier, I can't place because there's a fishing spot in the way. And as much as you guys know I would love to make a fishing rod right now, I think if you back out and rejoin, maybe the fishing spot will just go away. And loading back in, what do you know? We did not have to build a fishing rod. So let's throw up our last 2 curved walls, and just like that, ladies and gentlemen, our bridge is done. I keep calling it a bridge, but it's more of like a tunnel bridge. I don't really know what the name of these things are yet, but maybe I'll get a name eventually. Either way though, looking down, you can see that on the opposite side, there's another tunnel. So this build spans a very, very far. Wow, that's like 130 meters basically to the end. And overall, I would say that this is a ginormous success. The last thing we're missing are the little details under this section, since there's a lot of gaps at the moment. Oh, okay. I like that a lot, actually. I kind of just did that on the fly, but it looks like a little bit of a drawbridge, even though, you know, you'll never be able to move this. I'm a big fan of the effect that this gives off, so this is our new entryway. Comparing it to the other side, you'll see that this other side just has this gate from the Fallout Battle Pass. Yeah, I think I like the other one more, so I'm gonna have to get the fitting right. And now we have a double drawbridge. I don't know if it's actually called a draw. Wait, what's a drawbridge? Oh, wait, no, that's not a drawbridge. This is like it's something else. I don't know what the proper word is. For now, we'll use castle door. Anyway, we have 2 castle doors, 1 on each side. I'm gonna keep these Fallout doors here just because, why not? The sun is rising for another day over here at our lake village in expert mode. And if you guys haven't been staying tuned to the series, you need to go back and watch the past few episodes because we have been going crazy on this build. 2 episodes ago, we built this tunnel bridge right there. And then more recently, we built this tunnel bridge on the other side. And why are my villagers all the way out there? What is going on? I think they're all running down the tunnel right now. There they are. I don't know what they were doing down there. That's literally outside of the village limit. I guess they were just bored or something. Anyway, he looks like he really wants to talk to me. So let's see if he has anything for me. And he gave me a recipe. But I think that I've already gotten all these recipes because I swear they're already in my building things. So you guys can let me know if the same thing has been happening in your guys' expert worlds. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. What I was trying to say is that we've been getting a lot of progress done here at our village. And in today's video, we are bringing back a classic. We are going to spend the next 100 or so days exploring other biomes, specifically the Frostlands biome. And we are going to be looking for some of the most rare villagers in all of Lego Fortnite. I did this a lot early on in my first survival series, and you guys seem to enjoy it a lot. It's a fun adventure. And in the past, I used to always just use the grappler refresh method. Shout out to you if you remember that. But now the grapple refresh method is totally patched. So we're gonna have to do the second best thing, and it might even be a better form of transportation. We're gonna be building a plane. I just had to go on a quick resource run to grab some last minute items before we go off on our journey to search for villagers. And part of the reason I wanted to go on a resource run was to grab a little bit of granite. Reason being, as you can see at the moment, this walkway down on this bottom level is very, very narrow. I mean, you literally just have a 16 stud wide floor, and that's about it. Otherwise, you're gonna fall overboard. We're gonna widen this place out, starting with the center, because this is where you should be able to travel from corner to corner very quickly. But, you know, you gotta walk under and be very careful that you don't fall. And just that little change alone already makes such a difference. Before you had to go under like you just saw, but now you can go around. And yeah, I like that a lot. Another upgrade I'm gonna have to add pretty soon are gonna be railings around this entire place. My villagers seem to just always be overboard. And yeah, I don't know any other fixes other than just fencing off everything. We'll do that soon. Let me continue with a very quick few more upgrades to this base, and then we're gonna get off on our adventure. And this will have to do for now. I want to start adding little tiny stations and buildings around this place. So I'll probably reshape what a lot of this looks like. But for the time being, I just wanted to add a little bit more beef to the bottom part. What is going on in the water? That is lion brand. I just realized I've never seen them before in this world. So let's go ahead and invite them to our village. Speaking of villagers, how many do we have? We have 5 residents. So it looks like we can get 2 more, which is perfect because the goal is going to be to find 1, maybe 2 if I get really lucky. But it is kind of hard to find those one-of-a-kind villagers. Today, honestly, I'm hoping for one of the frozen ones like frozen peely or frozen fish stick. But enough talking, let's go ahead and build ourselves a simple plane and get over to our Frostlands biome because it's not too far away and I think there might be a villager waiting for us. Alrighty, and we've got everything we need to build our airplane. And the jet we're building today is the same jet that I built in my past survival world. The build concept is by Flocka. He's a legend and you should check him out in the description. But let's build our plane. Okay, and after putting together our plane, it should hypothetically be ready to go, other than the fact that I don't have any batteries. I gotta go ahead and grab a few batteries, and then I'll be back to take off, and we can go on a journey to find some rare villagers. And here we go. 2 batteries that I found both on day 1 of this world. Combined, they have about 75% charge, and that should be enough to get us started. I just don't have the stuff to make a compost bin right now. So this will have to do, and we got to test this out as well, because I did have to put some of the thrusters in a spot that was different than the tutorial. So let's just try this out for the first time, and I mean, it works, but it's getting sent up too high. I might have to mess with the side thrusters a little bit, because this is kind of sending me off track just a little bit. It definitely ain't horrible, and I can definitely use this as a starting ground. Oh, wait, it wasn't letting me put it here when it was on the jack. And yeah, I'm still getting the issue on this side. That's so bad. I'm not quite sure why this is happening, but now I have a thruster on one side, but not on the other. I don't have a wrench with me. This is turning into a nightmare already. Oh no, I don't know what to do. If I go up, yeah, it's pushing me to the left. Oh, that's not good. Let's try this again. Maybe... Yeah, no, why isn't it working? That's so weird. I'm just gonna take off the thruster entirely. Okay, we put on new jets, and it seems like now we figured it out. We're actually flying up in the sky way higher. And the best time to search for these villagers is gonna be at night, because what you're actually looking for are the pre-generated structures that have campfires on top of them, all around the Frostlands biome. And that's kind of why it's easier to find them at night, because obviously the campfires will light up a lot more visibly. But pretend there was a campfire here. A lot of times there will be a villager just kind of roaming around the pre-generated structure, and when you go up to them, you should be able to tell them to follow you and go explore, and then you can bring them back to your village. No way. 2 pieces of cheese and a power cell. That is crazy. Power cell is actually going to be super useful right now, because, you know, our battery situation obviously isn't the best, but that is besides the point. I see some claws. I need to grab these, and I need to get away before these guys ruin my entire plane. So let's get inside and take off as soon as possible. Come on, get us out of here. Okay, yeah, we're good. They just shot 1 arrow into the side of our wing, but that's fine. For now, we're going to continue to explore, and up in the distance, you can see there's smoke from a fire. So we'll have to see if these are enemy NPCs or friendlies. Yeah, that's a whole enemy structure, so we're not even gonna waste our time with that. We're just gonna keep moving around, and hopefully we can find a lot more, because I'm really hoping we can get our first rare villager at our mega base. One of my favorite parts about this game is finding the NPCs, if you couldn't tell by now. So let's just hope we can get lucky today. Usually these bigger structures are enemy ones in my experience, but I'm not sure. I don't know everything, but if I had to guess, we're gonna have more luck at these smaller structures like the one right here. And there might not be a villager here, but there is a grand chest, and I will definitely take the iron and frost pine. But I think the sun is starting to set behind the mountain, and I think it's the perfect time to go ahead and actually start our real hunt for villagers. Wish me luck. And also, I didn't say this at the beginning, so subscribe. Oh, I see another campfire over there, and it also has a gold chest, which means that's definitely an enemy village. And what do you know? Look at those guys down there. Definitely not worth our time. Let's keep going. Another nice thing this does is it explores a lot of our Frostlands biome that I have not explored yet. It's always nice to discover new parts of my world, and I'm not even sure where I am in correlation to anything else, so I'm gonna have to find my way back home eventually. That's not a big issue at the moment though, because our plane is chilling, and it is helping us get from place to place super nicely. I did have to put the side jets in a different spot, but it does work, as you can see. There's wolf claws right here, but there's also a bear. I just need the... Oh, he heard me pick up the wood. He heard me pick up the wood. Oh my goodness, is he gonna... Oh, wait. Can I... Oh, this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Okay, here we go. We're gonna grapple. No. Okay, we're grappling away. We're hopping in here. Oh my goodness. It is definitely nighttime now. Oh no. Don't hit the tree. Okay, we're good. Narrowly escaped there. But now it is actually nighttime, aka the best opportunity to find the campfires. So I'll see you guys when we find something interesting. And look at that. You can find campfires from so far away. Oh, and I see a chest that just generated. So that means that this is another enemy one. And just to be sure, as we get a little bit closer, you can see all of the enemies down there once again. Time to keep going. And through our first 2 nights out here, we still have not found a single NPC anywhere. It's not time to get worried yet. Oh, wait, hang on. This actually looks like one of the spots. Please tell me there's somebody here. Let's see. Wait a sec. Who is that? Comet. I think she came in Mechanical Mayhem update. I cannot remember, but Comet is a villager that I've personally never seen before, and I want you guys to comment. Bad joke, I know, but I need you guys to comment down below and let me know if you've ever seen Comet. Although I personally never seen her, I cannot for sure say that she is a rare villager. What you can do, and this is a pro tip, is if you ever find a villager spawn and you don't want to lose it, you can put a map marker next to it. In this case, I'll call it 1, and now on our map, it's marked. The reason that you want to have one of these down is you never want to talk to a villager if you don't actually want them, because what the game will do is it'll recognize that this is a villager spawn and it'll generate another villager here. You just gotta wait like 20 to 30 minutes, I believe, and then another villager will be in place of where Comet is. Just a little pro tip, but yeah, I might visit this place again if I don't have luck elsewhere. But it is good that we found our first villager, and again, comment down below. Have you ever seen Comet in your world? I personally haven't, but again, I'm not taking her, so let's continue on our way. Like I said, maybe I'll be back here eventually, but for now, it's time for takeoff. Okay, I see another campfire straight ahead, and never mind, there's a chest next to it. And I must say that this plane has been quite the treat. Even though I had my struggles at the beginning of the episode with it, it has been so nice to fly around with this in the episode. And again, I want to give a shout out to Flocka for the tutorial, which will be in the description. Only thing I'm a little nervous about is the battery. Not sure how long we're going to be out here, but we don't have a whole lot, so I'm a little concerned. This spot straight ahead looks like another one where I feel like a villager could be. And do I see a glowing yellow chest again? Oh, no. Oh my goodness, it's more enemies. That's actually kind of frustrating. We're finding so many enemy NPCs. More enemies. Wait, what did he just hit? That roller actually just threw something and he broke my tire? What in the world kind of roller was that? That's some good accuracy, I'll give him that. Okay, we're back in business. This could definitely be a spot where a villager is. Let's see. Can I get lucky for once? I'm gonna turn this corner and what? How is there not a villager here? I'm so confused. Oh my, wait, this is where I found Oscar like 2 episodes ago. What do we have here? Is that Oscar? I'm pretty sure it was literally right here where that happened. I don't know. You guys saw a flashback on screen. You tell me. I think this is actually where that happened though, and we're still looking for Oscar. Hashtag justice for Oscar. But he's not here anymore, which is very sad. So we have to keep on moving. And it's now our 4th or 5th night out here. Our batteries are still going strong, but what isn't going strong is my will to continue this. I don't know how I haven't found any other villagers yet. But what I'm doing is I'm now going to go back all the way to my map marker to double check on where Comet was and see if there's any luck. The conditions for flying at the moment are not ideal. I can't even see a foot in front of my face. So we're just going to keep on going, I think. And yeah, I'll see you guys when we're there. Ooh, oh my, more enemies. Never mind. Oh, it's, yep. Never mind. Dude, what's going on? I just can't tell if I'm the unluckiest person alive or if it actually got harder to find these villagers. It has been a very long time since I've been at my map marker though, and it's right across the way. I believe we're pulling up to it right now. Yep, this is it. Okay, let's see if my theory is correct and if we have a different villager here now. Let's hop out, and it is Meowscles. Oh man. I mean, you can find this guy at your Grasslands village when it's level 1, I think. By no means is Meowscles a bad villager. It's just not what we're looking for. Once again, I'm just gonna leave him here. I'm not gonna interact with him so we can refresh this villager again, because this is the only villager spawn I've really seen so far. But it's getting darker and darker outside, and I don't have any spicy burgers left. I'm very far from home. And once it's nighttime, I'm gonna start freezing. For that reason, we do have to take a quick stop home so we can pack some more stuff and continue on our journey. I honestly did not expect this to take nearly as long as it has taken, but hey, here we are. As you can see by that turn that I just did, we're really learning how to fly this airplane, which is the only good thing that has come out of this trip so far. I'm of course keeping an eye out for villagers as I fly home, since it's basically a straight shot home, although I am definitely not too optimistic. And it is getting dark outside, and for that reason, I am now cold. We just got to get home as quickly as we can so we do not freeze to death. You can barely even see me in this airplane. It's so dark. Okay, and we made it home pretty much untouched. The last thing we need to do is land our airplane. So we're trying to land it on the island. I don't know if this is a good idea, but oh yeah, we got that in the bag. I have become so good at flying airplanes over my time doing this, it's insane. The most unfortunate part is that we're still not done, and we need to take this thing out for round 2 because I am not giving up. But while we're home, we got to go ahead and put some spicy burgers on the grill. I know what some of you might be thinking, why are you making spicy burgers? And it's because I want to keep my totem of return in my inventory while I do this. For that reason, I still have a regeneration charm, so I can only fit 1 inner fire charm. I guess I could make 2 inner fire charms and take out the regeneration Regeneration Charm. Do I have a Frost Brute scale? I don't even know how many Frost Brutes I've killed. Yeah, and that's weird. I thought I've killed more than one Frost Brute. I guess not. I only have one Brute scale. Either way, though, we need one piece of raw meat so we can finish making our spicy burgers, and we're gonna find that in a cave. And we're looking for a scorpion because I believe that those give you raw meat. There's got to be one down here, right? Where's the scorpion at? No? There he is. Okay, well, that was easy enough. And we got ourselves some more spicy burgers, 3 to be specific, which means we have about 30 minutes in the Frostlands biome. And my goodness, I hope that 30 minutes is enough because I have been in the Frostlands for way too long. Like I said, I'm not giving up hope. And today is the day. The sun is rising, and this is the perfect time to find our new villager friend. Please, please, please let me get lucky. So let's go ahead and take off and get over to the Frostlands for the last time in today's video. And I heard if you drop a like on the video right now, it's actually going to give me luck to find this villager, so like the video. We're revisiting our spot once again. Last time it was Meowscles, but let's see who's here now. And is that... Wait, who is that? Wait, I don't think I've ever seen this villager. Is that... What? Wait. Lana Lane? Who in the world is Lana Lane? Oh, and I found it. Lana Lane. She was part of the V29.30 Farm Friends update. In other words, I don't think this is the villager that we were looking for, even though this is another really cool villager that I've never seen. It's just not the one that we were hoping for. On a second note, though, we really match. Like, our colors are basically the same, which is pretty cool. What? Where's she going? Oh, it's storming and she's freaking out. Okay. Anyway, as per usual, since we're not going to take her, we're going to dip so we can hopefully have her refresh pretty soon. Lana Lane, you're cool and all, but yeah, you're not getting an invite back to our base. I am sorry. It's goodbye for now. I'm so desperate to find villagers that I'm starting to look in places that don't even have campfires. I don't even know if they can spawn at structures without campfires, but I feel like at this point, I'm getting a little desperate. And we're back once again, and now it's Cuddle Team Leader, aka probably the most common villager in the entire game. The only reason I keep coming back to this one is because I swear to you, I have basically been across my entire Frostlands biome, and I don't know if there's another spawn. I've looked everywhere. I'm not even exaggerating it. I don't know. I've been playing this game for so freaking long, and I've got to say, at the moment, the batteries are so good. I've had the same 3 batteries in the entire time, and I feel like the bar hasn't even gone down at all. This has got to have a villager in it. This is a new spot of land. Never been here before. There just has to be a villager. It's more enemies, bro. What's going on? In theory, this really shouldn't be that hard, right? I just fly around in an airplane and I try to find a fire. But I swear to you, every single time I find a new fire, there's a bunch of NPCs walking around that are not friendly. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Okay, that was not good. Oh, and look at that. There's a llama behind me. I've never seen a llama like that in the Frostlands biome. What do we got? What do we got? Wait, who is that? Taltirus. I probably pronounced that wrong. I believe he's one of the 4 secret villagers that were part of the Star Wars update. So to an extent, if I'm right, then this guy is pretty rare, but it's not the most exciting villager. I would have rather had Lana Lane if I were to take any of them. So yeah, we're gonna leave him for now. Wait a sec. There is no way this just happened. It is Frozen Peely, ladies and gentlemen. You might hear the excitement in my voice and think I'm just overreacting, but I have been on this server for probably the past 4 hours flying around, and we found him. Oh my goodness. Okay, we need to talk to him as soon as we can before he disappears. Polar Peely is one of the NPCs that does not actually speak. If you talk to him, it just shows you what he's doing with his hands. So yeah, he doesn't say any words, and we're just gonna tell him to come explore with us. He technically can't even say no since he doesn't speak, but just like that, we did it, ladies and gentlemen. Please drop a like on the video because this was so freaking time consuming you wouldn't even begin to understand. So now what we're doing is we are standing here and taking our thumbnail picture because no, we do not clickbait. We found Polar Peely and wow, I am so excited. This is the first villager that I actually just invited to join me at my Invincible Expert base. This was us dancing together after I invited him. Good times. And that's cool and all, but for the time being, we're just gonna dismiss him from following us. We're gonna have him collect nearby resources. I don't know if that's a good job in this game or if he's just gonna give me a bunch of soil, but he's getting to work, so only time will tell. Anyway, that's all stuff we have done in the past, so welcome back to another video of our daily expert survival series where we are building a 100% safe mega base. And I say mega base very lightly at the moment because this place is still kind of small. If we take you on a quick tour, if you haven't watched the series yet, we got these really nice bridges that bring us into the place. They're fully covered and they also have guardrails. And same thing goes for the opposite side. You can see that we have 2 tunnels. And then of course we also have our entire inside area, which is definitely still a work in progress because there's really not a lot here. And in today's video, we are going to be upgrading this thing like crazy. I have a few big build project ideas that I want to do within the confines of our village. And also, I need to do a ton of small touches to this place as well. Along with the builds that I'm going to have to do, this is still a new world. I mean, I think it's only a week old at this point. So if I go into all of my storage chests, you'll see that I really don't have the most items, nor are any of these items really organized. So I'm definitely going to have to grind all around in this video. I know a lot of you have really been enjoying following this build project. So if you're excited for another video where we're spending time in our village, be sure to drop a like. And they have been releasing Lego sets back into the Fortnite item shop. So use code Kaz if you're buying any of those. Anyway, let's get to work because we have a lot to do. Okay, and I was just preparing to go on an adventure until I looked in my chest to find food, and this is all of the food we have in our entire village. That's not a lot of food. I mean, it's actually pretty bad. So the first upgrade we have to make to our village, which I'm surprised we haven't done yet, is make an oven. I don't have a stone breaker in here. Wait, what is going? Okay, so I don't have a stone breaker, and I also just don't even have the materials I need to make an oven. So this is all bad. I put the stone breaker in the worst spot ever, so I'm forced to move it later in this video. It's temporary. I need it for now because I need some obsidian. For whatever reason, I just don't have any, and I need some of that to build an oven. And after a little bit more work, we finally have what we need to put down an oven. And Fish Stick's been working on the loom, but now he's gonna cook me food, which is great. And speaking of cooking, it is time to cook on our first build project of the video. Okay, and just like that, we have built our first tiny little room. And the shape and size of this one was pretty weird, but we got it done fairly quickly. So as you enter this room, as you can see, there's not a whole lot going on, but it's also our first room in here with a real roof on top of it, which is nice. And the purpose of this little room, you might ask? And no way. The big reveal was that this was going to be a restaurant, and there's no better cook in our village than Beef Boss. He said he wants to stay the night, so we're just doubling down and we're inviting him to our village, and then we're going to make sure he's cooking foods for us. And I guess that is the reveal right there. This is going to be our cooking / food storage room. I wasn't done building inside of here yet, so let me continue real quick. Okay, and we're putting up the finishing touches on this counter, so we have a sink that we can actually use and wash our hands before we cook. And other than that, all we've gotten here are a few fridges and then some extra storage, since we definitely will need some grand chests to store all of the real food. If I build it at an angle, I could probably fit one more oven in here, which I might do later, but right now it's too expensive for me. Also, there's a villager behind the wall. Who is it? Yeah, these villagers just don't like standing on the ground. They only like swimming. That's something we're gonna have to figure out, like I said, over the coming episodes. But let's check on Polar Peely. At the beginning of this episode, I did say that collecting nearby resources would be an interesting job to see what he could do, and 10 of each material isn't the best, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I didn't give him that much time to search for stuff, so, you know, we'll take it. I just realized there was a little gap right there, so we closed that. Another problem with this place is that there is a gap right here as well, and if I go to my walls and try to put one down, it won't fit. That's because this one is too high up, and to this point, I have not been able to destroy any of my underwater builds, but I should have an E11 blaster somewhere in this inventory, and here it is. Yeah, I really need to get organized, but let's test our theory, because a lot of people in the comments said to use one of these to break builds underwater, and it looks like it works, even though it takes absolutely forever. And wait a sec, am I even gonna get it before the blaster breaks? I don't even know. Okay, and it looks like we are gonna be able to break the wall, but it basically used our entire durability of our weapon. That's not an ideal way to break builds, but I guess we'll take it for now. There we go. I need to do the same thing with this wall, but I have a feeling that the blaster is gonna break before I can finish it. And yeah, it definitely did. That blaster could only take down one wall before it destroyed itself, and that's kind of brutal. And now that our kitchen is done, we're definitely gonna need to start claiming some food immediately, because like I showed earlier, I basically have nothing. But while our villagers are cooking us food, I want to go take a look at our base again, because when you take a step back and take a look at it, you could see that it's not that tall. Our little tube that doubles as a tunnel is the tallest part of the entire build, so that's not great. I have an idea on how we can extend the height up while still making it look pretty cool, so we're gonna try out that. I just need a lot of granite, which it looks like I have right now, and I'm actually gonna take you through a little bit of this build because I don't really ever do that, but I do want to show you guys kind of my thought process. And basically, I'm trying to recreate one for one the floor that I'm currently standing on. So this level right here that kind of does the zigzag, I want a second story of that. So as you can see, I'm kind of just lining things up and making sure I have the correct height. That's always important to do if you want your builds to turn out exactly how you expect. And did I just do that? I think I did that perfectly. Yep, it's perfectly aligned on the right level. So now I can break my reference piece. Once again, just to make sure we're aligned, we're just going to put that support right there. And just like that, we have piece number 2. And I say this all the time, but building in this game just feels like a puzzle. And when you can fit things into spots perfectly, it feels really nice. And as you can see here, we have our first little wing down. These support beams were more for reference, but I might actually end up keeping them because they look kind of cool from here. And as you can see, we now have a second layer. So if we go down to the bottom and look, we can see how tall it looks in comparison to what it looked like before. And going a step further, let's fly out to where we were originally and see if it looks any better. And the moment of truth, I have no idea what this is going to look like, but okay. I need to connect the beams all the way down into the water as well, but it's definitely a good start, and I think I want to continue this. Like I said, doing this first little wing was a lot easier than I expected, so let's just continue it on. Hopefully the rest is as easy as the beginning was, and I'll see you guys when it's all done. With that staircase down, I think we did it. Don't get me wrong, there's still a lot we need to do. I don't even know if you could call this a building. It's basically a compound, and yes, it does look empty, but we're taking things one step at a time. We're building up the infrastructure first, and then of course we're gonna decorate and actually add purpose to every single part of this build. As you can see right now, all of our stations except for our oven are all right there. That'll be changed eventually. We still have to add a storage room and do so much more, but let's go ahead and take a step away and check it out again from afar, because earlier in this video we did that, and yes, that looks so much better already. There's still a lot of little details like pillars that I have to add around this entire place, so don't think it's done even in the slightest. While we're working on things though, there is one more idea I had out here, because at the moment this is where the tube starts, but you can see that I have a ramp that goes down into the water right here, and it doesn't look great. Now after I remove them, looking at it from the side, it still looks decent, but there's one more thing I want to add. Whoa, that looks so sick. I wasn't even actually going to use this one, but this looks so good. And yeah, I fully intended on using a different one, but I do like the red tip at the end of the tunnel. I think it adds a nice color variation, and if you look at it from outside, wow, yeah, I really like the accents it adds. Big fan of that. Okay. Just needed to add the same thing to the other side. And let's take a step over this way, because I don't really look at this base from the side very often. And sure, there are staircases and random things that I should probably delete. But if I get far enough away, you can finally see how large this base really is. I mean, from one side to the other, I believe I pinned it last video and it was about 130 meters wide. And that is just absolutely insane. One more thing that I need to tackle in an upcoming video, and I need to start thinking about, is this entryway right here. It looks the same on the opposite side, but it looks very underwhelming compared to the two sides that have the tubes. So yeah, I'll have to figure out what I want to do with this entryway. Maybe I'll make it some sort of like boat dock. I'm not too sure. It would be really cool if I had a boat that can ride around this river. But if I'm being honest, I've also just never built a boat, so I don't know how that would go. And yeah, getting back to the base, this looks incredible. I really like how the end of this tunnel turned out, but it looks like all of our villagers are walking into the kitchen, and I'm not sure why. So let's go meet them in here and see what's going on. And yeah, look how many villagers there are in here. What's going on? I guess these are literally like the only props in the entire place, so they need something to play with. But I believe I assigned fish stick. Okay, he gave me a pumpkin. I believe I assigned him to actually cook me foods though, so let's see how his job is going. And it looks like he's got his pizzas, some pies, some bait buckets, and so much more. But actually, that wasn't that good. I'm pretty sure he only gave me 2 pizzas. You know, maybe I just didn't give him enough time to do it, or maybe I need to assign more villagers. In order to do that though, I should probably get more ovens, and I just don't have the resources to do that. Anyway, roaming these halls, I'm feeling how empty it is, but before I add stuff to it, I need to actually delete some stuff. And with those gone, it already looks much cleaner in here. Oh wait, there's another staircase over there. With that all taken care of, I need to do something very exciting to end off this video, and it's something that I don't think I'm gonna abuse in this world, but it is a glitch, and it's better than just any glitch. It is a duplication glitch. So we need to experiment with this, because I just saw this on YouTube from Crafty Plays. I'm sure you guys know him. He makes great informational videos, so go check his out in the description. But I'm gonna take you through the glitch right now, so watch this. Okay, and we got everything we need to start this glitch out. So if I open my inventory, you'll see exactly every single resource. And if you look a little closer, you'll see that this is the complete upgrade path for a crafting bench. Basically, you're going to be able to duplicate all of these items right here. Unfortunately, the brute scale, the obsidian slabs, and the copper bars will not duplicate, but you do still get a lot of decent resources. Anyway, let's get into this. So we're going to start this out by going ahead and placing down a crafting bench, and then we're going to whack it once with a wooden pickaxe. I wouldn't do this with an epic pickaxe. Wait, should I test it? Oh, yeah, it does break. Okay, so it breaks if you do it with an epic pickaxe. Good to know, I guess. Getting into the glitch, though, you're gonna need a wooden pickaxe. So you're gonna hit the thing, you're gonna go into it, and you're gonna upgrade it. Once you upgrade the crafting bench after slapping it with a wooden pickaxe, what you'll notice is you're gonna get all of those resources back. As you saw, we got our 5 granite and our 3 wood. This time around, as you can see, we're gonna need knot root rods, marble slabs, sand claws, and sand shells. Before we upgrade it, though, we have to whack it. Then you're gonna go right inside it and upgrade it once again. And as you can see, it's spitting back out more resources. Then you're just gonna smack it one more time. You're gonna go inside and upgrade it for the last time. And what you'll notice here is it's gonna give you back all of the resources you used to upgrade it to that tier. So we have our sand shells back, we have our sand claws back, and everything else. Obviously, it's not duplicated yet, and that's where the crafting bench comes in, because when you break this, you're still going to get back all of the resources. And if I open my inventory now, you can see that I have double of all of our resources, except the 3 that I mentioned earlier. But that was just a neat little glitch that I wanted to share with all of the viewers that watched all the way until the end of this video. Have fun with it. Use it wisely. I probably won't be using that glitch very much in this world, although I might use it in my normal survival world when I visit that one again. I'm not sure how long this will be around for. Have fun with it if you're into doing glitches. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Overall, kind of a banger of an episode, though. We got some great progress done with this. I was actually scared that it wasn't going to be easy to build the second level, but I think we actually built it to dimension, and it's exactly what is on the bottom floor. So I think we did great there. I've still got to figure out how I want to connect these all with staircases, and also what I'm going to use this all for. The easy answer is that every single one of these 4 wings can be used for a different... What the... Where did you come from? I swear she literally just appeared out of thin air. I'm not going to take you into my village. I'm sorry. You just interrupted my video. Anyway, I think what I'll end up doing is adding different workbenches and things like that in every single different wing. I still need to figure out where I'm building my storage room as well. I'm not going to spoil all of my plans for this, so I'll just leave the video off here. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions for the village. Let me know what you guys think as it comes together a little bit more. Last thing we're going to do is talk to Beef Boss, since he is our cook, and we're going to see what he made us. And honestly, not much better than fish stick. Speaking of which, give me a pizza. No pizza? Okay, yeah, we're cooked. I don't know what's going on. Villagers are just flocking in and out of this place. I think that's my sign to start making more buildings that actually have things inside of them, because obviously they love this place. Look at them. So this right here is the Grasslands trophy, and the way I unlocked it was by leveling up my village that I'm currently standing in to max level, and then defeating a Storm Wild Grasslands brute. Now there's 3 different biomes required to do this in to complete expert mode. One of them is obviously the Grasslands, and the other 2 are the Drylands and the Frostlands biomes. So in today's video, we are setting off on our biggest grind to date. We have to visit both the Drylands and the Frostlands biome, build level 10 villages in both, and then hunt down some Storm Wild brutes, aka the best bosses in the entire game. And after all that is done, we should have 3 trophies in our world rather than this one lonely Grasslands trophy. But before we head off on our adventure today, I think we need an actual spot designated to hold these trophies when we get them. And I think I know where that spot is going to be. So let me get to work, and I'll see you guys when we have something built. Okay, and I finished our display. I'm sure you saw some of it in the time lapse, but as I turn around, there it is. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. It is our code Kaz sign, and as you can see, it also holds 2 trophies. For the time being, since I don't have the Drylands or Frostlands trophies, we just have the Grasslands one on both sides. By the end of this video, though, I'm taking both of these trophies down, and we're replacing them with the 2 new ones that we get. And my thinking is that I'll probably end up putting the Grasslands trophy somewhere in the middle, since this is our Grasslands village, of course. But yeah, we have our spot designated, and what I'll do just to motivate us a little bit more is just go ahead and tear both of these trophies down. And now looking at it, it looks empty. And I think the only thing that'll make it look better are the 2 trophies. So let's get to it. We got a lot to do in this video. Okay, and we have finally collected everything we need to get started on our first of the 2 villages we need to upgrade, which is right above me here. The sun is shining pretty bright, but you can kind of see it. It is the drylands biome, ladies and gentlemen. So without further ado, we're gonna get over there and abandon our base for the rest of this video. I'll be back tomorrow though to work on it a little bit more because it definitely needs some upgrades, and I have some more ideas that I'm gonna get to very shortly. And we have made it to the dry valley. One thing that's going on is there's a brute right over this hill, so we're just gonna get under the hill and hopefully he doesn't see us, because right here is gonna be where we actually build our village. And if you see that pin, that is my main base. So if I hit this geyser, you should be able to see my base from here, and yeah, you totally can. The reason we're so close is because we're not worried about actually building a real nice looking village today. We just need to get this thing to level 10 so we can complete expert mode. The way we're gonna do that is by grinding out grillages. And if you guys know what grillages are, then you've been watching this series, so shout out to you. Again, we just have to be a little careful because there is a brute right in front of us and I don't want him to see me. But the simple concept of a grillage is that it's a village just fueled by grills. So if I open up my build menu and click on the grill and I start putting them down, you'll see that our village is already ready for an upgrade. And if I continue to put them down, it's gonna level up our village like crazy. That's where the name grillage came from, if you couldn't tell. Anyway, let's go over here and start upgrading the village. I brought some stuff with me, but I don't think I brought everything that I'm gonna need. And yeah, already I'm missing marble. But before I go grab that, let's continue to put down some more grills. All right, and this thing is probably ready to be upgraded quite a bit. And for those of you who think this is cheating, think again, because these are very expensive to make out of granite. And yeah, it took me a while to get all the granite that I'm gonna need to upgrade this thing anyway. To be honest with you, it's still kind of a cheesy way to do it, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do for the trophy, and we'll go build actual villages in each biome eventually, don't you worry. But until this is actually my dream base and it's fully built out, I kind of want to stay the course with this one. So yeah, that's my excuse for not going super hard on our dry valley village. One thing you'll also see as we arrive back home is I finally organized my chest, which has been long overdue. So now if I know I need marble, I know exactly where I can find it, so we can grab it and move all the way back. And for as easy as I probably made this village grind sound, it's not super easy. There are a ton of resources on this upgrade path that I'm definitely not gonna have, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of cave grinding as well. And I already need more stuff, so I'm gonna put everything I have down. And I am literally sweating in this biome, so I need a cool-headed charm as well. And to be honest with you, I don't even remember how to make a cool-headed charm, so I gotta refresh my memory real quick. And it looks like 3 heavy wool, frost shells, malachite. Okay, I should have all that. And I am 1 frost shell away from being able to make that charm. That's unlucky. All right, and we are back once again to upgrade our village. And what is it at? We're already at level 4, and level 5 is ready. There's level 5. There's level 6. There is level 7. This is getting crazy. And finally, we have hit a wall at level 8. We can't upgrade to level 8 because unfortunately, we do need to grind now. I need some obsidian and I need some rough ruby. So I gotta go get those things from the lava cave. First, I need a cool-headed charm because I just can't go in there without one. Oh. And that was a frost shell. I just realized that. I'm just running around the Frostlands at night trying to find frost rollers, and I just randomly landed on one, so we'll take it. And finally, we have ourselves a cool-headed charm. Okay, and we have found our cave of choice. It's not super far from my village. And the question is, how good is 1 cool-headed charm? Because, I mean, it's not even a purple rarity, so I'm not sure exactly how good it's gonna be. Also, hang on, I need to get this guy. You can never pass up on a free blast core. We're gonna test out this charm, and it says I am burning. So, oh, it's because I didn't have it on. Okay, I'm just hot. Wow, I'm dumb. I can't believe that. Okay, anyway. Like we already established, we need 2 items, obsidian and some ruby. So let's go find all of that. And we are back once again at our Dry Valley Village, and I left an extra chest which has our ruby in it. It was the one thing we were missing to level this thing up once again. And now every upgrade should be pretty simple. All we need to do is put down some more grills. So we'll get this thing fully upgraded, and then I have something a little more exciting to experiment with. There's level 9. Okay, and this should be our last grill that we need to put down. Oh, looks like we need 1 more. We almost had it. This is our last grill that we need to put down before we are ready for an upgrade. And if I come over here, we should have everything we need. Wait, I need 15 more cut ruby. What? Oh, I gotta go make more cut ruby. BRB. 15 more cut ruby. And my goodness, it takes forever to cook rubies in this gem cutter. I mean, I've been sitting here all day. It's literally pitch dark outside. Speaking of which, I need to add lights to this place. It's just a really big task, and I'm kind of afraid to do it because I don't want to make it look bad. I got to think a little bit more about how I want to implement lights into this build, but I will do it soon. But yeah, finally our rubies are done, so it's time to get over to our drylands village and upgrade it for the last time. And we're back over here at our level 9 grillage, which is soon to be a level 10 grillage. And just like that, we did it. It says I got 3 new build recipes, so let's see if it's gonna give us the trophy, because I might have already actually eliminated a Stormwild Desert Brute, and it looks like I didn't get the recipes. Okay, complete Dry Valley expert quest completed. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we did get the Drylands trophy. So if I go over here to our decorations and then I go to sculptures, we should have it right here. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, our first level 10 Dry Valley village. It's time to pack up and go home. I mean, this is the worst village I've ever made in my entire career. I'm not proud of it. Yeah, let's just get back home. And wait a sec, before I get back home, I just realized I should probably reclaim some of this granite. So right now my inventory has nothing. Let's see how much granite we have at the end of this. Are you kidding me? My pickaxe just broke. That was literally about to be the most satisfying time lapse of all time. Anyway, before we were rudely interrupted, we were on a mission. Wow. And that was pretty satisfying. If I open my inventory, we have 930 pieces of granite. It's pretty good. I was also so broke at one point that I put down an essence table, so we'll take that as well. We'll also pack up our chests, and I think I have a little bit of items left in here, so we'll grab everything we got. Okay, and like I said, there's one fun thing that I need to try out before we go on our next adventure, and that is not at our Dry Valley village, so we packed up and we are leaving that for the foreseeable future. We have our trophy, and that's really all we wanted from there, so that was a success. But we made it back home. And as you can see, our place is looking pretty empty without the trophies there. I could obviously come right over and put the desert trophy down where it's supposed to be, but we're gonna save that for the end of the video because I feel like it'll be more exciting. First, we need to also acquire our Frostlands trophy, but before we do any of that, we are back at our village for a very specific reason. And if I go over to my food chest, we're grabbing some animal treats. Not only that though, we also got some wood and granite. And if you somehow couldn't already guess what we're doing, we are building out a little farm. I think that the finishing touch is going to be these window pieces right here so that the animals we adopt will actually have something to look at and they'll have a view of sorts. It would be pretty boring for them if they didn't get to look outside at all their friends who are not encaptured. But anyway, yeah. We're gonna give them a little bit of a view. We also just grabbed the items we're gonna need to actually put down the barn itself. So we'll put it right here at the end. Maybe I'll add more to this eventually, but for the time being, we just need one animal. Let's go find him. And it is daytime, so it shouldn't be super hard to find one of these guys. And there is one right outside of our village. Okay, I wanted to do a bigger reveal, but yes, we will be adopting a cow. And to be honest, I don't even know how to really do that. So let's just see what we could do. Let me start by feeding him an animal treat. Maybe he'll follow me. Okay, we got the achievement for taming an animal. And look at that. Wait, he is following me. Okay, let's see if he'll come on the bridge. Let me give him another treat just to be nice since I have so many. He gave me some milk. Let's go, buddy. Is he gonna come down the bridge? Yes, he is. Let's go. I was afraid that because this is a flipped wall that he wouldn't want to run on it, but he is. So hold on. We just got to get him over here and hopefully he doesn't fall into the... He fell into the water. Is there a way for him to get up? Please. He wants a treat. I'll give you a treat, buddy, but no, it's not even letting me give him a treat. Oh no, how am I supposed to get him up? I honestly don't know how to get him up. Wait a sec, I think I have an idea. Oh my God. I did not mean to do that. I promise you guys on everything I love, I did not mean to do that. Oh, that's bad. Oh, please. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. Okay. Well, I think he did have a brother that he was hanging out with. So here is our second attempt at this. Let's go ahead and feed him. Oh my goodness, that's so bad. I can't believe that just happened. Let's run down this way. And what I'm going to go ahead and do before we even get inside is get some platforms. This time around, we went ahead and we built a platform. So hopefully he doesn't fall in the water. Let's feed him. What? Okay, don't know what that was. Let's feed him one more time. Let's go over here. And I can actually already assign him to this barn. I've just got to give him a name. And I think Stakesy is the one. And there we are. Wait. Oh, he went inside. Okay. We'll go ahead and close him in right now. But the reason that he's here is because I have heard that you can get snowberry shakes and spicy burgers super easily from cows. All I got to do is grab some spicy peppers, and I believe 5 spicy peppers will give you 1 spicy burger. That's a lot easier than cooking them on the grill, so I'm gonna go ahead and just leave them in there for now. I don't know when he actually eats them, but I'll just leave him alone. What? How did he just escape, bro? Don't do this again. Don't do this again. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, Stakesy. Why are you out here? All right, I don't know. He's leaving? Okay, whatever. Maybe he doesn't like it in there. I'm just gonna decorate a little bit more. Can these fools stop opening the gate, bro? They're gonna let him out. Okay, yeah, there are so many villagers coming in and out of here. I give up. I'm just gonna let him wander. Stakesy might fall into the water, but you know what? It's okay. Maybe he'll eventually end up back at his barn, but yeah, not my worry. And we decorated this place a little bit more with some interruptions in between it. And what I want to check on now is, oh my, okay, wait, 5 spicy burgers already. So that confirms that theory. We can make these super quickly. And I believe the way to make a snowberry shake is also very easy. I just need some snowberries, which I don't have. But that's fine, because for the time being, all I really need are these spicy burgers, since they give you some cold resistance. Well, we got Sunflower here, so I'm just going to tell her to actually stop working and take care of Stakesy. And by take care of, I mean just hopefully not let him drown. He might be doomed. I have no idea. But anyway, we're getting our spicy burgers, and I guess that's all that matters. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to prepare my inventory so we can get over to our Frostlands biome, which is not too far this way, because I have 1 more level 10 grillage to make in this video, and I think my villagers are waiting for me to go. You know what? Let's take you with me. Let's talk jobs, explore, and yes, we are taking Polar Peely back to his home. Give me a second to get organized, and I'll see you guys when we're ready. Okay, and we have made it over here to our Frostlands biome, and on the way here, I was thinking, this video probably makes it look super easy to do what I'm doing, but let me just say, there is a lot of work that does not make the video in every single video I record, especially this one. I've been grinding for resources non-stop just to get these level 10 villages to happen. I know we're deep into the video at this point, but if you're still watching, then shout out to you. And yeah, I have been grinding, so drop a like. And just like our Dry Valley village, I don't want to put this one too far away from my main base. And as you can see, it's actually not that far. This is basically the end of our Frostlands biome, and it's where we're going to be putting down our village square. This one will be a castle, and we're going to make it blue, and name doesn't really matter, so we're going to stop right here, and it's called Paradise Peaks. Yeah, this is not a peak, nor is this paradise, but that works. Looks like it's already ready for upgrade number 1, so let's go ahead and do that. Upgrade number 2 is already ready. Let's go ahead and do that, and now it's time to make ourselves a grillage. Oh, I only have enough granite for 1 grill. That's not enough. All right, and we finally made it back home. It's a good thing I got these spicy burgers, since apparently my inner fire charm does nothing. But yeah, we got 17 of these, 16 now, but we got 16 of these from my cow, which was really nice. And it is pitch dark out here. I personally really don't like playing this game at night or recording at nighttime. So instead of taking you guys through the boring stuff, we'll do another time lapse in this video, and I'm gonna get this thing upgraded as much as I possibly can. I'll see you when the sun rises. And quick pause in the time lapse. If you're ever curious what 1,000 granite worth of grills looks like, here you go. It's a lot of grills. Anyway, let's go level this thing up now. Uh-oh, and on level 8, it looks like we don't have what we need, so we actually have to grind a little bit here. I'm missing some malachite and some frostpine rods, so I gotta go get those things. Oh my goodness, I didn't even have time to say it. Right in front of us, ladies and gentlemen, is a storm-sick Frostlands brute, and what I was about to say on video is that it's good that we have to go get resources, because by the end of this village, I need to find one of these guys, because if you don't remember, killing one of these guys is how you get the trophy. So, without further ado, it looks like he already spotted me, and it's time to go to war. We have... Never mind. I was going to say we have a friend on our side. We no longer do. Okay. How did he die that easily? That was a little embarrassing. I'm not going to lie, Frozen Peely. That was pretty bad. So I guess we have a true 1v1. And I cannot die here. Oh, these bow headshots go crazy, though. No. No. I'm on half a heart. I'm on half a heart. I'm wasting a spicy burger. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh, my... Okay. Why did I take it out of my inventory? That was really dumb of me. Okay, he's running away. Oh my goodness, what's going on? He's fighting a wolf now, and there's a... There's a cow. Wait, what? This is the craziest fight ever. And I will say that this frost brute that's storm sick actually has a lot more health. Oh my, and now we have the wolf too. Oh my, the brute hit the wolf. This is chaotic. Whatever happens, I just hope I don't die. Not gonna lie, this is the first time I felt like we actually have a real boss fight in Lego Fortnite, although it looks like I'm just a second away from killing him. And I do have to kill him in style since this is the last enemy of our entire journey. So let's hit a trick shot on him. First try. No. Okay, we had to grapple away from him. We got one more try here. Come on. Oh. Wait. That didn't kill him, and he was right next to me, so that wasn't that cool. We'll go one more for good measures. Hit him with a... I tried to hit him with a headshot. It didn't work, and then I accidentally just killed him. Okay. Well, we did it, I think. I still need to get some stuff, and that was definitely the most anticlimactic way to do it, but still, we got it done without our friend Peely, because he died right at the beginning. We have... We'll grab the Frost Brute scale, because why not? Oh, and in case you were curious, he drops 50 storm cores. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure if expert mode actually did this, but I swear they made things harder to find. I mean, some of you guys may have seen it. Oh, wait. There's some malachite right there. But my point still stands. What I was saying was, some of you guys may have seen when I searched for rare villagers. If you watch that video, you'll know that it was really hard to find villagers. And I swear it used to not be that hard in normal survival. Another thing is malachite used to be a lot more common. I swear it's not this hard to find usually. Those aren't the only things though. Even things like chests that spawn in these structures, I swear you find less grand chests and things like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking it, but I swear resources are harder to come by in this mode. So let me know if any of you guys have had a similar experience in your expert worlds. Oh yeah, and while I'm on my way back home, I do need some frost shells, so we're gonna fight these. Oh my, wait, I didn't even know they could do that to each other. That was crazy. Not gonna lie, fighting enemies in expert mode is also a lot more fun and challenging. It's just something I've noticed over time. They've definitely upped the difficulty of all the bosses quite a bit. And there we are, 2 frost shells. Okay, on this even darker and stormy night, it's time to get this village to level 8, level 9, and level 10. With that complete, we should see something pop up on the top left of my screen. It is the Frostlands trophy, and just like that, we have fully completed expert mode, ladies and gentlemen. Sure, it was a little cheesy the way we did it, but we did it nonetheless, and, you know, I did have to grind for all of this granite, not gonna lie. And, of course, we can't forget about all of the resources that I actually poured into upgrading this Frostlands village. It wasn't cheap, and I believe I mentioned this earlier, but I'm not gonna be building actual villages here. I'm probably gonna end up tearing these down and building real projects in every single biome, but that will come at a later time, like I've already mentioned. So if you were expecting village builds today, I'm sorry, but there still is more to do in this video, so hang around. Because with us being back home, it is time to close this video out by doing the honors of putting down our 2 newly earned trophies. So let's get over here to our island. And I think we're gonna start out with the Dry Valley trophy on this side. So we'll plop that down on one side. And then, of course, we have our ever so beautiful Frostlands trophy, which this is actually my first time looking at it. And man, it looks good. So let's flip it to the side. And ladies and gentlemen, we officially have collected every single trophy in Lego Fortnite. Like I mentioned earlier, the Grasslands one will be going somewhere in the middle of my village eventually, since this is a Grasslands village. But taking a step back and looking at our fixture here, man, I love it. It looks amazing. Guys, I'm gonna be completely honest. I am afraid that I am gonna get the memory warning pretty soon. At the moment, we have a lot of stuff built, but it's nothing close to what we're gonna have built by the end of this video, because in today's video, we are doing a bunch of different upgrades around this place. If you're not caught up on the series, first off, welcome to the series. This is a daily series where I'm uploading Lego Fortnite expert mode, and I am in my 100% safe Grasslands base. And taking a look around this place, it looks amazing so far, in my opinion. We have these 2 balcony sections that overlook the middle where all of our workstations are. We have our kitchen off to the side. We have our nice fixture that has our trophies that we got last episode. Speaking of which, I'm a big fan of this whole display we got going on. And by the way, if you aren't using code Kaz, use code Kaz. If you use code Kaz, I'll give you cheese. So yeah, use code Kaz. Anyway, I haven't even shown you the largest part of this build yet, and that has to be this tunnel that we're currently standing in from one side of this base to the other. If I just ping the floor at the end of the tunnel and I go all the way to the other side where I have an identical tunnel, you'll see that between the 2 wings, this village spans over 130 meters. All of that goes to say, like I mentioned earlier, I'm afraid we're gonna get the building warning soon. But that's not gonna stop us, because like I said, we are getting straight to work in this video upgrading our village. And the first thing I want to try doing is knocking out some staircases. I know that this might look weird right now, but just trust the process, because we are going to try to cook here. Okay, and it is time for the big reveal. So you can see that the staircase beforehand kind of looked like it did over here where, you know, it was a full staircase. But if you come over to the other side now, you can see that there are big upgrades because you can walk up the staircase, but you can also walk under it. So taking you out this way down the boardwalk and to the pier, you'll see that there is a nice dock section where you'll be able to fish. Obviously nothing's designed yet, but I'll eventually have all of my fishing gear. I'll probably have multiple levels and things like that, but that's not the best part because you can see behind us we have a double boardwalk with wings that kind of span outwards, and we even have little cabanas slash huts. So let's just take you down this side, and what you'll see is that these are slanted builds. They're basically built at like a 30-degree angle. You might have seen a little bit of that during the time lapse. It took me a second to figure out how to build it, and this was basically the best we can do. There is a little gap, but whatever. It is completely symmetrical, so what you see on this side is the same exact build that you'll see on this side, which I thought was very cool. But anyway, walking down, you can see that, like I said, we have two fully built out custom cabanas with nothing inside yet. But the coolest part about this entire little house is that, as you can see on the top right, this is within the parameters of our village. So if I pull out a build and I walk a little bit this way, you'll see that I am standing at the village line. I don't know, it's very hard to see right now during the daytime, but if I walk out, you'll see that the village goes away. And if I cross this line right here, the village comes back. The reason that that's important is because these aren't just random cabanas that I built for no reason. What I'm doing in these little tiny houses is I'm gonna come over and we're gonna start swapping out some of the beds because our villagers are gonna be living in those cabanas. So let's go ahead and pick a lucky few to go ahead and start this out. And it looks like we're gonna take Fish Stick, Polar Peely, Lion Brand, and for now, the last one we'll take is Beef Boss. So let's carry these beds out. Let's get into the cabana and let's go ahead and put down a bed for each villager. And just like that, we got 4 villagers in their little sheds. I know these are tiny little houses, but you know, they walk into the village and they work all day. They only come out here to sleep, and you know, they're gonna get nice views. They're right over the water. I mean, they're basically living in paradise. And now that I'm looking around my storage, I'm realizing there is a huge problem because it is pitch dark in here and the only light in this entire place is the one illuminating from our barn. That's not good. So what we need to do is we need to go over to the Star Wars island because I need plastoids. I don't have any of those, and if I open up my lights, you can see that a lot of the cool lights, especially the colored ones, require plastoids. And like I said, yeah, I don't got any here. So let's go do that. The only thing I need to do before we go on our adventure is go ahead and make a new sword. And I don't even have any rubies to triple enchant my sword, which is not good. But I did just remember the fact that you can actually come over to a village that you've upgraded. And if you remove the village, it should, yep, it does. It gives you every single thing back, which is kind of crazy. As you can see, we have all of our resources back from that upgrade path. And there's even some sitting on the floor still. So let's get these all transferred back and we should be good on rubies now. So we just went ahead and we got ourselves a new triple damage sword. And I know that this ain't a bad problem to have, but as I deposit everything back from that village, I am cooked because I have no room in any of my storage. As you can see, everything is filled to the brim. I can't put any more food in my chest. I can't really do anything. I need to make a new storage room soon. That'll be in a future episode, but if you guys have any suggestions on where I could put a storage room, let me know. I've obviously built my code Kaz sign on one side. I have my restaurant on the other side, and then I have the barn. So I could put storage here, but I also could build it somewhere outside of this village because then I wouldn't get as much lag. But I don't know. You guys let me know if you have any opinions on that. And it is finally time to get on to our next adventure. So the Star Wars cave is straight ahead. It's actually very close, so I'll head there now, but we're going to be doing some grinding. I need plastoids, but I also might do some other stuff. We'll have to wait and see. For now, let's just get over there. And we have made it. Last time I tried to get plastoids in Star Wars Island, I did go over there and I kind of just completely farmed that pre-built village. Today, though, we're going with a different strategy. And we have arrived here to our rebel outpost. It's level 1. I don't even know if I've ever been here before, but today's the day. To begin this village, I just need 5 pumpkins, which is very simple. It looks like we also need to clear out this area right here. And after a little bit of grinding and resource management, we went ahead and we got everything we need to upgrade our village for the first time. Next, we need to put down the new crafting bench, which can no longer be upgraded, by the way. We'll upgrade level 3 as well. Now, I'm pretty sure if I talk to Captain Bravara after a certain level, she'll give me a lightsaber, but it looks like for now, she just gave me some plastoids. That's nice. Like I mentioned, there is a reason we're here, and it is for plastoids. So let's get over to our first cave, because that's probably where we're actually going to get some plastoids. And it says it requires code clearance. Oh, no. Okay, I do have some dynamite for this exact reason. I only brought 2 with me, though, so this has to work. Please work. Please work. Bang. It didn't do anything. One more time. Yeah. Nope. Okay, that doesn't work. All right, well, to be honest with you, I've been putting off upgrading our Star Wars base, so I guess I just actually have to now. I should get code clearance pretty soon to get inside of that cave. I just probably have to do a few more upgrades, so let's get to it. Okay, and we upgraded this all the way to level 6, which is, I think, where we are gonna get something, and I don't know. Oh, there it is. I actually wasn't sure if we were gonna get it, but we did, ladies and gentlemen. We have our first lightsaber. Oh, and it's burning. Okay, let's not throw it away. Okay, and with our lightsaber, we also finally have code clearance, which is exactly what we needed. Like I mentioned, I want a lot of plastoids for my main village, and this is where we're gonna get them. So I have my sword. I'm gonna use this over the lightsaber because I do think it's better. Let's get to work. Oh my gosh. Dude, I just killed the AWR trooper and I only had a heart left. That was terrifying. Okay, we did it though. I will say that that was an absolute grind as well. Way harder than it was the first time around in my normal survival world. But the reward at the end is definitely worth it. Because ladies and gentlemen, not only did we get one lightsaber in this video, we got two. I have a green one and I also have this blue one, neither of which I've used, but I'm still looking for a red one. Regardless of any of that though, we were looking for plastoids, and as you can see, we have 316, which is absolutely more than enough. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Anyway, it was nice to finally get started on our Star Wars village, but we have to go back home because like I said, I just wanted the plastoids today, and I had to wait a very long time for this to happen, but it's finally dark outside. That means it's the perfect time to go ahead and start adding lights to this place, and I'm thinking I want to do a lot of these kind of lights. Another light that I'm a big fan of is this purple one. It just gives off such a cool color, and I love that. And then of course, we cannot forget the ones that require plastoids to make, so these two lights right here, and of course, these smaller versions of these as well. So these are the lights that I'm probably going to use most. Nothing is set in stone yet, but I just know I need to light this place up heavily. So we'll stand up here and take one last look at it while it's dark, and I will see you guys in this exact same spot once it's lit up. And this is the final product for now. I might add more lights later or take some out, but let's do a quick flyover and I'll take you on a tour around the entire place. So as you fly down here, you'll see that it is much more lit up and there's lights on every single corner. We got these purple ones here. We got red ones all throughout the walkways. As you can see inside of here, we have some dome lights. If I take you down out through the tunnel, you'll see that this tunnel is lined with red lamps that are actually placed sideways because this entire build is sideways. Going to the direct opposite side, you'll see that this tunnel is purple. Same thing, there's sideways lights. Stacey is well asleep inside of his barn, but when he goes out, he's gonna be greeted by some purple lights as well. I really like the purple ones, kind of like I mentioned already. And then stepping up to the code Kaz sign, we put some lights on a sideways angle, kind of facing the billboard. I don't know, I might put the lights further out this way because it doesn't hit the entire thing, just kind of the bottom. That's why I added some dome lights on top as well. And that's basically it for the main corridor. Up here in these hallways, we have these nice red and blue accent lights, but nothing too special. And then of course, coming out this way, this is not done yet. We need to make this a full-on fishing dock, so we're gonna do that in the coming episodes. But the last thing I wanted to show off are our little huts that we have for our villagers. And as you can see, this one has a red light inside, and then this one has a purple light inside, and same thing on the other side. You can see the splash of color, and I really like that. But it is daytime, which means the tour is over. You know, these lights will really only be visible at night, but it is a big upgrade because recording in this village at night has been a nightmare up until this point. So I'm excited to finally have lights all around this place. There is one thing that we did off camera, and some of you might already be able to see it, and it is adding railings around the entire place. This is my first time being in here after backing out, and all of my villagers are actually walking on the surface and not swimming, which is a huge W. It was a ginormous issue. All of my villagers would just be swimming around in the water, and yeah, I think we fully eliminated it now. Let me know what you guys think of the railings. Also, up top, you can see that we got these red railings, which look really, really good. But yeah, that's basically it in terms of off-camera updates. How did he just How did that happen? I think I got it on video, but I don't know. How in the world is a villager in the water already? But guys, in today's episode of the survival series, we have a goal. And honestly, I'm surprised I haven't done this earlier. If I go over to my crafting bench and I look around, there's one item that's still not unlocked. If I'm being honest with you, I think it's in this tab, but I don't know for certain. What I'm looking for is the illuminator. For those of you who are somehow unaware, the illuminator is one of the best items in the game, in my opinion. I mean, it's not as good as something like a triple damage sword, but it is very useful and sneaky. A lot of people still don't know about this. So if you're one of those people, I'm about to educate you, because we are going to go ahead and get the illuminator recipe unlocked, and then we're going to apply it to our character, and you guys will see how good it is, because I am sick of using torches and I'm sick of recording at night when it's so dark, and the illuminator helps with all of that. And the sun is setting behind us here, which is perfect because we need to be at this desert oasis, aka the desert lake, so we can find ourselves some thermal fish. That's how you unlock the recipe for the illuminator, and I can finally put the torch away, because like I said, I'm kind of sick of it. I'm excited to get an illuminator just for the grind aspect of the game, because in my last world I was using it all the dang time. And to be honest with you, it should be pretty easy to get these thermal fish. All I gotta do is wait until it's nighttime, and then I can go ahead and throw some of these bait buckets in and fish them out. Okay, and it is dark, so it's time to go fishing. Oh, what is this? I think it's a spicy fish. Yep, it's a spicy fish. Not what we're looking for. Oh, wait. That was a thermal fish. As you can see, we got a new item recipe unlocked for the illuminator, which is exactly what we need. Now, the only thing we have to do is catch 4 more of those thermal fish. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, and it looks like... Oh, we just got another one. Let's go. Okay, and I got 2 different types of thermal fish, and I'm not sure if they can combine for one illuminator. So the nice thing about the new update is that the crafting bench doesn't have to be upgraded. But here it is, the illuminator, and as we can see, it's only the purple thermal fish. So actually, I gotta keep fishing. And I think we did it. If I go one more time and look inside, I should have 5 out of 5. And now I just got to get home so I can get the rest of the materials. And then we can go ahead and craft ourselves our first illuminator. And now that we're back home, we're going to go ahead and finally make ourselves our illuminator. And putting this thing on is going to feel real nice. And as you can see, it lights us up like no other. It's got some stars above our head, and they'll follow us around into the darkest parts of the map. It'll just keep us completely lit up, which is very, very nice. All the rest of my fishing gear can go straight back into the chest, because I'm not going to be needing those items for a while now. And one thing I'll say about the illuminator is I'm going to try my hardest not to use it in the daytime, because I know it does get kind of annoying. I've seen people comment that, at least. I'm sure it's not a big deal, but yeah, I'm going to try to take it off during the daytime and only keep it on at night, so that way I don't have to walk around with a torch. Either way though, this thing is absolutely amazing, and if you've never used one in Lego Fortnite, I'll show you later in today's video why it is so amazing. For the time being though, there are a few missions we need to go on, because if I go over to my ore chest, you'll see that I only have a single piece of iron left. Not only that though, I also only have 2 blast cores in my possession, and I definitely need more of those for enchantments down the road. I can name like 5 other things that I'm in need of, but instead of doing that, we're just gonna get on our way. I do want to move all of my storage from here over to somewhere else, and I'm thinking that other spot is gonna be right over here. I just need to build a pretty cool fixture to actually hold all of the chests, so maybe I'll do that later in today's video, but for now, like I said, there are a lot of resources we need, so let's get on our way. And the first place our adventure takes us is to the Frostlands biome, where I'm looking for 2 items, iron and frost pine. Can you see where I'm going with this? And for those of you guys who are curious, yes, I'm getting all of my iron from these chests, because honestly, I'm pretty lazy and I don't like using the metal smelter, so those will have to do. Oh, that chest had 2 cheese in it. Or should I say cheeses? Either way, that is absolutely amazing, and now I can put something in my hand. Oh yeah, and I also just realized I could be doing the same exact thing inside of a cave, so we're gonna do that. Oh baby, and we found the perfect cave. This is the one with no enemies inside of it, only chests, and then it also has the secret room. I swear these same exact caves spawn in every single biome. They just look different, obviously, but this one is super nice. I wonder how much cheese I can find. So we're up here at the start. We're gonna look through every single chest, and you guys have to guess in the comments right now, how much cheese am I gonna get in this cave? I'll leave my 2 pieces on the floor for now. If you cheat, I'll know, so do not cheat. I'll give you 2 more seconds. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and hit every single chest. Hopefully I get over 5 pieces of cheese. My guess is I'm gonna get 7 pieces, but I guess we'll see. Oh no, we only have 3 chests left, and I've not found a single piece of cheese. This is horrible. Hang on. Still no cheese. We have 2 more chests left. I have a theory that they made cheese harder to find. Let's see if we get any in the last 2 chests. And no, we actually don't. That is wild. I feel like I'm right about that, but I'm not sure why they would nerf the amount of cheese you can find. But either way, we'll take our 2 measly pieces that we have and go on. I think I've shown you enough of the grind from this biome though. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to just get a bunch of mob loot. I kind of want a lot of frost shells. I need some more Arctic claws as well and a lot of other goodies. But yeah, I'll see you guys when we're out of here. And this is everything that we got from our Frostlands adventure. Just to refresh on everything important. And we also got a lot more cheese, as you can see. This will be very good to add to the collection because if you don't know, I'm currently in the process of trying to fill up an entire chest full of cheese. To be honest with you, it's not going very well. That's all I have. But don't worry, because we still got a lot of time. So it's just the start. Anyway, I gotta go put all this stuff away, and then I gotta go over to the dry valley biome. But before I do that, I need to find Beef Boss's bed. It's right here. We're gonna break that, and instead we're gonna assign a different villager to this bed. And I think we gotta give the bed to Fishstick instead. Reason being, Beef Boss is our cook, so we're gonna put his bed inside of the restaurant so he can just rise and grind. Okay, so he's got a double bed there, and we can go ahead and just assign it to Beef Boss. I would hate to be him because you literally wake up inside of your job, but hey, we're all about maximum efficiency here, and that is gonna do the trick. I still gotta move all of these other beds somewhere, and I have no idea where I'll do that. I don't know if I should build more docks out this way and build more rooms. I'm still undecided on that, so let me know if you guys have any ideas. But like I mentioned, we gotta get over to the dry valley biome so we can go ahead and grind out some more resources. So let me put my stuff away. Honestly, the one thing that I'm looking for inside of the dry valley are gonna be blast cores because I don't even know if I have a single one anymore. But overall, we just got to continue to level up. So let's go do that. That right there is a brute inside of a cave. Wait, what? I haven't even seen a cave that looks like this. This is so odd. Keep in mind, I don't have any projectile weapons. All I have is a sword, so this will be interesting. But let's just see what we can do. This is actually so free. The jump attacks go crazy. Uh-oh. No. Holy. The jump attacks go so crazy. Look at this. We are just destroying his health right now. He's like a hit away. Uh-oh. And now I'm one hit. No. Okay, one more snowberry shake, and we should be good. He is shooting so many of those poisonous balls. We just need one more hit on him, though. Come on. Oh my goodness, he was about to slam the ground and I might have died, but just like that, we got a sand brute scale with nothing but a sword. That was a little stressful, but also look at this cave. I've never seen a cave like this. Sorry to interrupt our grind time lapse, but yeah, that's the first brute I've ever seen in a cave. And also this is the first cave I've ever seen that looks like this. It's just so wide open with no lava and no other enemies. And yeah, there's just a bunch of ores. There's even ruby down here and then a ton of chests. And we're getting out of this cave for now, but what I will say is I'm gonna take notes of the coordinates of this one because I might come do a build here one day. Okay, and now that we're kind of in the middle of nowhere, I'll open my inventory and show you everything that we got. 74 rubies and 9 blast cores. I mean, I personally have been feeling like blast cores are impossible to find as we literally find one. But in general, I just feel like these things are so hard to find, and it's the one thing I need all of the time for triple damage. I'm sure some of you guys are the same way as I am, but yeah, it is impossible to find these in expert mode. I swear I'm just always running low on them, but we're very far from home, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get home. I'll see you guys soon. Now that I'm finally home with all of my chests basically filled out, I have all of the resources I need to continue with our village upgrades, and I think that's what we're gonna do next in this video. There's a whole lot that I need to do because I started off really hot building this base in like episode 2 or 3, but since then I honestly haven't done a whole lot besides add this top level and then of course the jump pad tower, although the jump pad tower is pretty ugly. But there are some things I wanted to add to this village, so let's get to work here. We just gotta grab ourselves some wood and granite so that we can build whatever we want, and we're gonna start up here on top of our restaurant. So we have this one-story restaurant right here, and that is about it right now. But I did want to make some simple little upgrades to this place, and I'm thinking of a few ideas right now, starting with the spiraling staircase. And yeah, it actually, you know what? It looks like that might fit here. I just got to remove the metal smelter. And this is all experimental, so if something doesn't look great, then I can just tear it straight down. But I think that this might work. Just got to remove that, and just like that. Okay, so now we have a staircase that basically goes up to the top floor. I mean, there's a tiny little gap here, but we can fix that with some floors. And although this is a little scuffed, this will have to do. Okay, so we added some lights overhead, and we also added some walls for design. And the idea of this place, if you haven't already guessed, is that we're making a tiny little restaurant seating area where you can sit and enjoy the views. The idea is we're gonna use these Der Burger patio umbrellas because they match perfectly with the red that's all around this place. So if I put 2 of them down and jump down, you can see already that does look pretty solid. I don't think a lighthouse themed restaurant is complete though without one of these guys right here, which is kind of a compass, I guess. It should just point north, south, east, and west, which makes me realize that now I gotta move this over just a tad, and right here should be perfect. I keep jumping down just to look at it from below, and I honestly do enjoy the way it looks. And you know, the restaurant goers are going to be sitting good in these chairs here, which were actually very expensive. They cost 2 wool fabric per chair, so I hope they enjoy when they sit down on these. Anyway, just a few more decorations. And ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We have our illuminator back on because it is very dark outside with this rain, but as you can see, Tomato Head was just up here washing his hands already in our sink that we have. We also have some small wall art, and then of course we have our register where the people that visit the restaurant can check out, like Tomato Head here. And I mean, that's basically it. It's just a nice little design feature, but I think it does add a lot, especially if you come down here and look at it from the front. It looks much more busy and filled out than what it looked like beforehand, and I really like the addition of that. But that's not all we're doing today. We got more that we need to do in terms of upgrades, because over here we have some chests down, but we also don't have any design to it, and I kind of want to add some design and actually get our chest transferred over from there. Because don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed having my chest here, but I do want to clear out this area since this part is a big mess, and I've basically just been living off of this section right here. We need our official area to come into play, and that's what we're gonna do. And would you look at that, Stakesy is finally out of the water. That is crazy. I swear this man is always swimming in the water somehow, and we don't want to let that happen again. And I'm about to begin on the storage build over there, but before I do, I just realized that there's no railing on this staircase, so I gotta add that. And there was no actual railing, so this will have to do, and I honestly do enjoy that. I think it looks great, and I think that this part of our build is finished off. So let's go finish off another wing, which is over here. Like I said, we're just building a basic storage contraption. To fill you in on my plans, I'm gonna build an actual storage unit outside of the bounds of this village because I don't want to get the high complexity warning just from chests. So there's not gonna be a whole lot of chests in this spot. It's just gonna be for all of my everyday items. And with that said, let's start building again. Okay, and I am currently putting the last items into our storage. And as you saw in the time lapse, this is what we got. Like I said, I wanted to keep it very, very simple, and I think I did just that. We have 3, 6, 9, and 12 chests, plus 2 extra ones on the side for all of my overflow items. And I just finished putting the last of the items into my storage. So if I go through here, you can see I have all my purple items, I have my blue items, more blue items, and then of course green and gray over on this side. Over here on the opposite side, we have all of our building resources. So we have our woods, our stones, and then even more woods up here and down here. I still haven't fully finished all of my organization, and if we come back over here and look through my chests, you'll see that most of these things are already put away. You know, we still have some items like fabrics that I haven't organized, but we'll do that off camera. And since I've already done all of the railings and all of the lighting and all of that fun stuff, there still is one more thing that I need to do, and in order to do it, I need to grab some marble slabs. When I built this code Kaz sign, I only left room for 2 trophies. So we have the Frostlands trophy and the Dry Valley trophy. Also, of course, we have the code Kaz sign, but the one trophy we don't have is the Grasslands one, and that doesn't make a lot of sense since this is a Grasslands village. So what we're going to go ahead and do is head over to our sculpture blueprints, and we can find our Grasslands trophy. And what we're going to go ahead and do is slot it right into here, and putting it down, you can see that it honestly fits quite perfectly here. I wish I could put it at a 45-degree angle, but it just wouldn't snap in, so that's unfortunate, but this will have to do. This is an incredible storage solution, and if I come up this way, you can even see the layered roofing, and I honestly think it turned out great. So if I stand on top of here, you'll see it even better. But we have multiple layers of the roofing, like I said, and honestly, I'm a big fan. I have an illuminator now. I got this in yesterday's video, and if you don't know what an illuminator is, you can actually assign it in the same spot that you put your compass, and it lights you up. As you can see, I got little fireflies above my head, so I can record at night now, which is good. But the actual reason I started recording now is because I was doing some off-camera work when I realized that Stakesy was not asleep. He's not here, and I had no idea where he was until I kind of walked around this place, and I figured out, yeah, I don't know what he's doing. I think he's possessed, but I can't really tell. He's just kind of floating, and I guess he got a little nervous because one of those slipped out. But it's honestly cursed, and I just had to put that at the beginning of this video. If anyone knows what's wrong with my friend Stakesy, then please let me know. Oh, wait. Did petting him fix it? Did it fix it? Nope. Okay, well, we're just gonna leave him alone because I don't want to mess with him right now. Like I said, he might be possessed. We'll leave him alone. But welcome back to the series, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, it is very nice that I can record at night because I was just doing some off-camera work before we actually picked up this video, but I guess I can just do it while I talk. So the first thing we're doing here today is removing all of the chests that I've been using as my storage, because if you missed yesterday's video, you would have also missed the storage part of my village that I just started working on, and now it is fully organized. So I got all my threads, I got all of my ores, and then of course I have all of my building resources on this side. Eventually I'm going to be building out an entire storage unit outside of the parameters of this village so that I don't get the high complexity warning. But for now, we dedicated a wing of our village to this, and yeah, honestly, I'm a big fan. I just finished recording last video, so I'm still obsessed with looking over here and seeing my storage because I think it did turn out great. But anyway, we just removed this, so we need to go ahead and fill it in with some fences. Sometimes it takes a little bit of effort to get these fitting perfectly, but that should be good. And well, yes, I did just remove a bunch of chests, as you probably saw in that time lapse. I did also put some back, and these are actually permanent. I do want some chests out in the open in this place for easy access, and in this chest right here, I have all of my single-use items. So anything like extra gliders, any tools or blasters or lightsabers or charms will go in here. And I think with the layout of these chests, along with the fact that there's now fences behind them, it does look much better, so we're gonna keep that there. But you guys read the title. Today's video is very serious. We're focused on a very serious resource in the game, and if you don't know by now, we're talking about cheese. And in today's video, we are dedicating a ton of time going over to the Frostlands biome to find as much cheese as we possibly can. From day one of this solo survival series in expert mode, I made it a goal that I wanted to get 720 pieces of cheese. And the reason for that, if you didn't know, cheese stacks in stacks of 30, and a grand chest holds 24 items, which means if I put 24 stacks of cheese inside of a grand chest, I will have one grand chest filled with cheese. Okay, that was awkward. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, today we embark on our biggest journey yet. And I know I say that a lot, but today it really is, because today we are kicking off the cheese race. If anybody watching this video is playing in an expert or solo survival world, or even cozy mode, whatever you guys are playing, you guys can feel free to join along and try to find as much cheese as you possibly can in your world as well. Join me in the Discord, as I will be making a new chat for the cheese race, and you guys can share off your progress as we all try to get a grand chest filled with cheese. Right now, I only have one full stack, but by the end of this video, hopefully I have a lot more. This is a mission though. I honestly think that finding cheese in this game is one of the hardest things to do. I would almost compare it to finding diamonds in Minecraft. It's not going to be easy, but that's why we're embarking on this journey. And guys, if you find any cheese in your world, make sure you never eat it. That is the biggest sin you can commit in this game, so don't do that. Just put it away, stack up your cheese, and let me know how many you guys get in your world. One more thing before we set off, because we're getting straight into it today. Code Kaz in the item shop if you're buying any Lego Fortnite sets or outfits in the item shop. It really helps me out, and if you use my code, I absolutely love you. Anyway, time to set off on our adventure. I'm not even carrying any cheese in my inventory. I have no idea how many I'm gonna get in this first video today, but if you want to guess in the comments, feel free to. I have not a single idea how many I'm gonna get today. I would honestly be happy to even get a stack, because I'm not exaggerating. It is very hard to find this stuff. I just realized I need an inner fire charm for this. So my strategy today is to mostly be inside of the Frostlands caves, but I'm also gonna check out these areas as well, because sometimes they have chests. But I mean, that's literally all I have in terms of strategy. And we're getting straight into it. We're in a cave. We've eaten our Fortnite burger, and it's time to try to find a piece of cheese. The concept of this video is pretty simple if you couldn't tell. I have my first chest behind me here, and if I find a piece of cheese in it, you guys have to drop a like. I don't make the rules. Bruh. How about this? If I find a piece of cheese in this cave, you guys have to drop a like. This is one of those caves that don't have any mobs. It just has a bunch of chests. So I'm gonna go through here. Hopefully I can find at least one piece of cheese. Oh, wait, second chest, and we found 2 pieces. Okay, I honestly didn't expect that. Cheese is pretty hard to find. A lot of you guys were even saying in the comments of my last video that cheese is hard to find, which I absolutely love that you guys are searching for cheese as well. This is a group mission. It's not just me doing this, it's all of us. But yeah, we gotta find more cheese, although it is hard to find nowadays. We're just gonna continue through this cave though. I just found a brute scale. That's pretty good. Nope. Ooh, another piece. And none in this one. Okay, and I believe that's all of the chests in here. That was actually a success. 4 pieces in our first cave is kind of insane. Let's keep it going. And I hope you guys made a guess in your head, because it's going to be more fun to follow along in this video if you did. But there's absolutely more cheese to acquire, so let's get after it. Okay, and it looks like this is going to be... Oh, wait. Oh, I've already been here. Never mind. This is another one of those caves that only has chests, but there's not a single chest in here. I've already hit this spot. I'm hoping that I can find more caves like this in today's video, though, because it makes it so much easier. Here we go for cave number 3. This cave looks... Wait, what the heck is this? This cave is huge. I never see caves like this. I feel like this is another one of those caves that you'd find a brute inside of. Doesn't really matter to me, though. I'm not looking for... Oh, okay. 3 frost shells means I can afford to make 1 more totem of return, because we all know that at some point I'll definitely need another one of those. I'll definitely take advantage of the mob loot while we're here, but for the most part, I'm not really focused on it. I'm just wondering how long it'll take us to find our first piece of cheese in here. Ooh, 2 pieces? We'll take it. We'll take it. In celebration of finding some cheese, we're also going to grab ourselves a cursed bone. Oh, and that double damage critical hit is insane. Let's do it one more time. 1, 2, and 3. 3 hits to kill a skeleton wolf, and that's so good. And this cave has been treating us very well, but right in front of us, we also have a secret room inside of the cave, which should have some chests, possibly. There's 1. Let's go deeper inside, and it looks like... Oh, there's only 1 chest. Okay. Okay, just had to clear out all of those guys. But let's check out what's inside of the 1 chest that we have here. And nope, there are no pieces of cheese. We don't like that. No way. I just found another hidden part of the cave. Maybe this one will treat us a little bit better. Let's see what we got inside of here. Okay, 2 chests. Okay, let's do it. A brute scale and 3 pieces of cheese. We're up to 9, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually going very well. I'm pretty sure this is only like our 3rd cave. I feel like recently I just haven't been that lucky with cheese, but maybe it's because the camera's on. Either way, I am not complaining, so let's keep it going. Oh my goodness, they're just spoiling me now. I cannot be stopped. Another brute scale? We got 3 brute scales already. I don't know what I'll ever use those for, but we got them. Another brute scale. This is getting ridiculous. Man, this cave treated us real well, but it's time to say our goodbyes. We're almost halfway to our goal. We got 12 and our goal was 30. I don't want to jinx anything, but we're off to a very hot start. Fresh cave. It's going to get repetitive if I do the same thing over and over again, so let's speed run this one. 12 pieces of cheese right now, as we all know. Let's see how many I have at the end. First chest, 3 pieces. That's crazy. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. We are 2 pieces of cheese away, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a historical run. We're getting lost in this cave though, so we're gonna get out of here. But guys, you just saw that madness, right? Like that was insane. 28 pieces, we're 2 away from 30, and I don't even know if I need to stop there. I mean, if I open my map, we are in the thick of it. I have no idea where we are. We're very far away from home though, and I think all that means is that we need to just collect as many pieces of cheese as we possibly can. Also, the only thing that can make this video better would be if there was a villager here and it wasn't enemies. So let's see what we got. Okay, and they're enemies. All right, why did I even get my hopes up? And a butterfly just popped up out of nowhere. Let's see if this butterfly can lead me to glory. We need 2 more pieces of cheese, which we can definitely find in 1 spot. So let's see if this butterfly knows what's good. Let's see if they take us to our last pieces of cheese. They're taking me on quite the journey. Where are they? What? Why would they take me here? Maybe these guys drop cheese? I have no idea. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's not die to them, though. There's 1. He dropped a snowberry shake. Wait! He dropped a piece of cheese. We're 1 piece away. If this guy drops a piece of cheese, that would be insane. 1 hit. Oh, we were so close. But you know what? We'll take it. 1 piece away. Let's see if we can find it real quick. So we have a chest here, which has some snowberry shakes. We'll take those. And no cheese here. That would have been insane if that last guy had it. And to complete our goal for this video, we should be able to find our last piece of cheese in here. And this is another crazy looking cave. Another cursed bone for safe measures. And now the only question that remains is where will our last piece of cheese be? And after further examination, there were no chests inside of that cave. I must have already been there. So we're at a new cave now. And wow, this is one of the ones we found at the beginning of this video where there's only chests inside and nothing else. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. On our 3rd chest, we have collected a fresh new batch of cheese. 30 pieces. Let's hit the rest of these chests quick just to see if there's any more, because why not? And nothing so far. These are our last 2 chests, so let's see what we got. We got 1 piece of cheese, and that is it. Wow, that was a grind. And if I would have collected every single chest along the way, I would have so much more iron than I currently have, because I hit a lot of freaking chests during this challenge. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'll probably go out for some more cheese off camera, but for now, I think it is time to return home. Like I said, I have no idea where I am. So I'm gonna book it home, and then we have to build out a spot to store this cheese, because it's not any ordinary item. It deserves its own special special spot, so we're gonna get to that. But yeah, like I said, first we have to explore and find our way home. So I'll see you guys in a moment. And we are finally returning back to home base. But before we do, I gotta open my inventory, because as you can see, I got 15 more pieces of cheese, 188 frost pine, and 90 iron. I literally spent the last hour and a half off camera trying to find more cheese, and I found another 15 pieces. And with all that being said, we are now actually home, so we can go into here, and as you can see, oh my goodness, wait, this actually works out perfectly. I have 16 here, and there's 14 above. If you don't know what that adds up to, it's 30. So I officially have 3 stacks of cheese, which is way more than I thought I would have when I started this video, and that is amazing. But I don't want my cheese just sitting in a chest in the middle of the open, because that just doesn't feel right. I have a very interesting idea. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but it involves me actually tearing down the village square and this entire middle area. So let's do that real quick. Okay, and here we go. For the moment of truth, I don't really know what happens if you break your village square. I know it doesn't remove the village, but I'm not sure if you need to put another one down or what the deal is. But we destroyed it, and we're about to destroy the rest of this as well. And whoa, that's interesting. These things just kind of sit there, but I could push them. Oh, okay, so they do actually ask for the village square to be put back down. All of my villagers have that icon above their head. I'm not sure how much time I have to put down a village square, so I gotta be kind of quick because I don't want all my villagers to dip out. And I just realized now that I'm up against the clock, I still have a full inventory, so I gotta sort everything first. Oh yeah, and while I'm sorting this, I figure I'll just throw in a little pro tip in case you guys somehow don't know this. In this chest, I have all my wood, and then in my inventory, I have a stack of wood. Obviously, I can highlight over the wood and hit transfer, or if I'm even slower, I could literally just click and drag it. But what some of you guys might not know is if you go into a chest, there's a button down here that says Smart Deposit. If you press that, it'll take any item out of your inventory that's currently in the chest and sort it. Right now on screen, I'm replaying me sorting the stuff that I just put away, and as you can see, it is super efficient, and it literally only takes me a second to get from chest to chest. So I'm sure some of you guys know that, but if you don't, then there you go. Okay, so I cleared out the middle. I still don't have a village square down, but here comes the big idea and what I'm thinking. And I still have to experiment, so I don't even know if this will work. But my idea is essentially to put down one of these right here in the middle, so it's kind of like a display in the water. Okay, yeah, so that looks about centered. So what we're gonna do from there is build a tiny little display. And I just built what I thought was what I wanted it to look like, but it's ugly and it's also not even centered. I don't know what I was thinking. And I like this a lot more. It kind of actually matches the theme unlike the first one. Ooh, and maybe I like that even more. Because the final thing we have to do is obviously put the village square in. And yeah, you know what? I actually kind of like that. So now we have the entire middle part cleared out, and we do have a nice display for our village right in the middle of the water here. I definitely want to add some cool accent lighting and maybe some decorations around the ledge, but I'm gonna wait till nighttime to do all that. I was just stressed about getting the village down because yeah, our villagers seemed like they really wanted to leave. And also Durburger has been stuck down here the entire time. The entire purpose of putting down all of these fences was to prevent this from happening, but what are you gonna do? Maybe one day they'll add an update where they actually make the villagers smarter. That would be awesome. Anyway, now that we have this cleared out, oh my goodness, I keep looking at this and it's honestly so nice. I really like it in the water there. It's got me thinking I could probably put some more stuff in the water around like these parts. I don't know, maybe that could be cool. I might do that. But like I kind of mentioned when we were over in the Frostlands biome, I need to add something in the middle here. This is gonna be where we store our cheese for now, although one day I'll probably end up adding some sort of cheese shrine because I know a lot of comments have been asking for that. That's all what we're doing in the center here because a cheese shrine would not... Wait, actually, maybe we could do that. And oh boy, I have a problem that I didn't ever think I would have in this game. And basically, I built this little sculpture here that I actually like a lot. I think it looks great. The problem is I need to top it off with something. And I've been looking around my blueprints for a long time trying to decide what I should put on top until I found this. It's right here. It's the Acres hay bale. If I bring it up top and I just kind of nudge it into place, it looks like a big block of cheese. I know it's a little bit rectangular and cheese is usually a square, but still, I mean, it's like the closest thing we have in the game to cheese. It looks exactly like it. The problem is, if I open it up one more time, it requires 20 wheat to make. How in the world do you get wheat in this game? I gotta Google that real quick. Okay, and after a quick Google search, there's 2 ways to get it. You can find it in chests, obviously, because that's probably where I've gotten all of mine. If I look in this chest, I currently have 9 pieces, so I'm almost halfway there. But the other way to make wheat is to grow it on a garden plot. The issue with that one is there ain't a single wheat seed in this entire world. I have a mission to go on that I did not expect to be going on, because I am determined to get this brick of cheese, this acres hay bale. And as you can see, I need 11 more pieces of wheat. Okay, so we fully collected our inventory. 9 wheat is here just because we need a source of motivation. I don't know how long this is going to take. I don't even know where to start. So I think I'll start in a grasslands cave because I feel like there just might be some in those chests. Actually, wait. There's one of these right here. There's a bear next to it, but let's try not to make him mad. I feel like these always have seeds and things like that. So let's try here first. And this bear sees me. Okay, let's just get out of here for a second. Oh, wait. There's another chest. What is going on? Okay, the bear is distracted. Oh, never mind. He's coming back. But I have a feeling one of these chests would have wheat. It looks like that first one didn't. And why in the world is this bear so freaking fast? Oh, wait. He's stuck behind the chest. He doesn't know what to do. Oh, this is so free. Let's see. Give me some wheat. Come on. No wheat. Okay, well, to the cave we go. I never expected that in today's video we would be looking for wheat, but here we are. Ooh, and look at this. As I hop out of here, what? Wait, I know her. I've seen her before. That's not Lana Lane, is it? Oh my god, it is. No way we just found Lana Lane in a grasslands cave. That's crazy. Okay, well, she's definitely got to come exploring with us, and I really hope that she doesn't die because she needs to be one of our new villagers. Oh my goodness, that's insane. And also, we just found a wheat grain, which is what I was going to say off the bat. This is 2 pieces of wheat once it actually grows in a garden plot. You know, I'd prefer to find actual wheat, so we're going to continue to search, but that is a good start. And also Lana Lane, that's absolutely insane. Okay, whoa, we found 4 more pieces. I'm going to try to keep this part quick. I'm just going to search through a bunch of chests. And hopefully we find actual wheat, because like I said, I don't want to have to grow this by hand. Where is Lana Lane? Where did she go? There's no way. Why is she gone? Where in the world did she go? No way I already lost her. There's just no way. There's no way she died. How would she have died? What? No, bro. There's actually no way she's gone. Yeah, no, she's nowhere to be found. I'll look back at the footage, but I just don't feel like I saw her even die. I have no clue. Dude, that's so lame. I was so excited to have her. Oh, dude, I'm fumbling my villagers. First is justice for Oscar. Now it's justice for Lana Lane. That's a long hashtag. How about rip Lana Lane? That's a better one. Dude, where did she go? Oh, that's so upsetting. Hashtag rip Lana Lane. That was a very enjoyable few minutes where she was my adventure buddy, but I guess all good things come to an end. The only thing that can make me feel better at this point is wheat, because, dude, there's just no way. That was so sick. More wheat grains. Wait. Bro, did I not click explore with me? What is going on? Because she just kind of popped up again. Come explore. I swear I already did that. Okay, now let's not have her die. Let's get out of here. Okay. Well, I'm sorry for those of you who commented hashtag rip Lana Lane. That was short-lived, but I guess that's a good thing. Either way, though, she's now my adventure buddy, and we got to go find some actual wheat because I haven't found a single piece. I've only found 8 wheat grains, and I really don't want to become a farmer in this video. I'd rather just find wheat. I just opened my inventory to throw out a bunch of scrap, and Lana Lane is gone again. I'm going to go back into that cave one more time because it's right up the hill. There's no way she could have died walking across the grass plains. Like, what? For the moment of truth. There's no campfire. Wait. She's actually gone. What in the world is going on, bro? Lana Lane is a mystery. I'll retrace my steps one more time, but she's gone. Literally gone. Like, nowhere to be found. I'll just leave the Lana Lane saga on that. I'm pretty confident that I won't be finding her again in this video. I guess I got too excited too early, but Lana Lane is gone once again. And it's, again, hashtag rip Lana Lane in the comments. Also, while you're down in the comments, drop a like. Anyway, let's go get some more wheat. Okay, and after my second cave, looking through a bunch of chests, I found not a single piece of wheat. What I did find are a lot of wheat grains, and it's enough to have to become a farmer at the end of this video. Okay. Here goes nothing. I have a shovel in my hand right now because I just had to dig up some soil. Okay, so we put down all of the garden plots I could afford to put down. Now it's time to grow our wheat. And with our seeds in the ground, now we wait. And I've got no clue how long this is gonna take, so I'll see you in a bit, I guess. I don't know. I'll see you guys soon. Okay, and it is now the next day. No, it did not take an entire day for the crops to grow. I just got lazy, but I'm back, and here we are. We have our wheat, and we're just gonna start collecting it, because as you can see, we're counting up the number here. We have 21 for safe measures, but like I said, we only need 20, so let's get back over, because as we all know, there's one more thing that needs to happen in this video. The acres hay bale, we're gonna go ahead and throw this this right up top in the middle, just like this. So if we take a step back to look at our sculpture, we now have a cheese shrine. That took way longer than I care to admit to do, but we're not stopping there because the shrine looks good and all, but it's definitely not done. So next, we're gonna go over here to displays and find our wall mounts, and we're gonna put 2 wall mounts down, 1 on each side. And you guys should already know what's going inside of these. We're gonna come over here and take 2 pieces of cheese, and we're gonna put 1 on each side, just like that. So we have cheese inside of our wall mount. I'm still a little undecided on where I'm actually gonna put this grand chest, because like I mentioned earlier in this video, I need to get 720 pieces so I could fill up an entire grand chest. But I really didn't think about it when I was building the shrine, and there's no room for it. So at the moment, we're gonna keep our cheese over here on the side. I hope you guys enjoyed part 1 of my 100 days in expert mode inside of Lego Fortnite. If you did, drop a like. And if you made it all the way until the end, comment cheese down below, and I'm going to make sure to heart some of those. But subscribe so you don't miss part 2, and I will catch y'all later. Peace.